Yo, that was dope. I love that.
All
Y'all
right,
on mute.
thanks. Yeah, got our little
Yeah.
intro going on. What's up?
I
Welcome everybody.
love that.
Chill.
Yeah. We have, it took all of us. He filmed part of it. He filmed part of it. I filmed part of it. He edited it. I did the music. So, the grown man click did their thing. We did it. We got it together.
That's right. That was dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how you doing today?
They made me edit all the parts where
I feel great.
Yeah, we had to
Huh?
take that
But,
stuff.
What you
we
say?
made him take all the naked parts out.
I
Yes,
was
we
trying
did.
to
We absolutely did.
let it go.
Nobody
Y'all
wanted
don't
to
talk
see
about
it.
he tried to show the knees. He didn't
No,
try to show the knees, did he?
no, he tried to show more than the knees. We
I
cut
tried.
them out too,
I let him know. You gotta let him
Yeah.
and then we let him know.
But yeah,
I love
Shy
it.
says she
It's
love it.
great.
Cool.
love it.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
thank you,
Thanks,
thank
Shy.
you. We try to step things up. Everybody going in a more positive
Yeah.
direction for this year. So that's
Mhm.
what we trying to do here.
Right.
So we even with the show, like we've actually formulated the next 4 episodes of the show. We really trying to do things a little different. So
Mhm.
tonight we are talking about we're men. That's why. Which means, how you try to get a guy or ask a guy a question, like the biggest question women ask you, and they always think that your line is, what you thinking about?
Mm.
Mm.
And you tell them what you're thinking about, or you say nothing, and they can't comprehend that you actually may not be thinking about nothing. Because guys can do that. We could blank out for a minute. But before we do that, we're going to go around the room as we usually do. This on my right is Mr.
Scott T.
To my left is Mr.
Hey, Richie Rich is in the building.
On the screen is Marcy. And I'm
Ah,
Jerry. So welcome to the Grown Man Click podcast. And
let's
Richie
get
Rich,
it.
what did you do this
Hi.
weekend?
Oh man, this weekend. What the hell did I do? This weekend was busy for some reason. Oh, I celebrate my sister in Christ's birthday. That was
Mhm.
Friday. This weekend was busy. I was working all weekend. I don't know why I
Okay.
can't remember exactly what the hell I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
come back at me when it's the slap and congratulations. I'm
Okay.
ready to talk
Okay.
about
All
some
right.
shit.
So, Scotty, what did you do this weekend?
He's preoccupied. I I actually had a busy weekend too. Let's see. Friday night, I supported a model friend of mine at a gallery expo.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. Saturday, I was with you most of the day, most of the
Most
evening.
of the day,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We had our first event here at the studio in a executive suites, so we had to get that together. And then yesterday, my brother's in town, so I went out to for the first time ever hit some freaking golf balls.
He went to Top
Went to
Golf.
Top Golf.
Hey, I
How'd
still
you
I
haven't
like
am
been
it?
yet.
I might be addicted to golf, but Top Golf is absolutely one of the most expensive places on the freaking planet.
Really?
Is it?
How
That
much is it
Why?
we
around?
we would well we were there for 99 no well we were there for about 2 hours.
Right.
uh I let loose two bends, man.
Okay. 2 bands.
Two bends, no, not two
Oh,
bands,
I
two
was getting ready to say,
I
bends.
don't even know what
damn.
that means. I don't know what that means.
2 bands of
Benjamin.
balls.
Ben
Ball.
Benjamin
no
Franklin.
Ben
Oh,
Ben yeah, Ben is
Benjamin
Benjamin
Franklin.
Franklin. Band is 1,000. No,
Yeah.
I ain't
Oh.
no, I ain't feeling
oh,
What the hell did you get, man? like, like, I want to know. Like,
to hit balls?
but
to hit ball.
yeah, yeah. Oddly enough, yes.
Eh,
And I would have never believed it, but it I might be addicted
wow.
Oh,
to golf.
Wow.
No, shut up.
I ain't gonna say that.
Shut
I
up.
didn't say
Hitting
that.
balls?
My business.
To hitting balls. Okay.
Oh, my business.
No, the swinging a club.
Hi, Lady Shy. Yes,
Ah!
that is Miss Sheila in the background. Wave, Miss Sheila. She's back there in the peanut gallery. She feel cute today. She got her hair done this weekend,
Hey,
so she
Lady
on
Shy.
screen.
Yes, Top
Yes.
Golf is a fun to go.
You all the time. You all the time.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, so with me, this weekend was kind of busy. We actually is. Oh, they said you're getting closer to the screen.
Yeah, she is getting closer.
So what's up, John? John's in the house.
John
He's
in
in
the
the
building.
background right now. So what's
Singing
up,
in the
man?
background.
This week we, like Scott said, Saturday we had our first rental event here in the new Mass Creation Events halls. It was really nice. He had spent most of the afternoon helping me get it cleaned up, freshened up for that. Then I was here till about 2:30 in the morning while they had their little party or whatever. It was really nice. They had a good time. They loved it, and hopefully we'll have more to come. And it'll be a good
Go over things.
yeah, good go of things.
Go
This
over
stuff,
things.
let me tell y'all, we were set up, ready to go on time, looking good as I don't know what. And I was trying to do something a little special, adding a little something to the queue, and the whole computer just went out on me. So we barely made it up at 8:05, and yeah. And it was like we moving up in the world, so we getting
Now
ourselves
we got
together.
shit popping up like a herpes outbreak.
Well, I know, yeah. John said Marcy is
All
the
the things in the
queen.
world.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Tom.
So, but anyway,
Thank you.
and Sunday, I was here most of the day. I don't even remember what I was cleaning up after their party, and
After the
I don't
party.
even remember
Clean up
much
before,
else.
clean up
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
but it was cool. And then I sort of in between was almost dumbified on what went on that football field with my Baltimore Ravens. That I don't know. I know they were playing like bingo long in the All-Stars out that bitch, because that was horrible. That was horrible. That was disgusting. I don't even a first year Kyle Bowler team would have beat that team.
Man,
When
When you
That
say
was
horrible with all the
disgusting.
syllables, it must have been bad. When you say horrible, like with all the syllables, yeah, it must have been pretty bad.
Yes, yeah,
You were like horrible.
it was,
he
and
said,
and
he
then
said
they're
Kyle,
riding on the fact that they're in the playoffs.
he
I'm
said
like,
Kyle Bowler.
what's his name? Playoffs.
we talking about
We talking about
playoffs?
playoffs.
He said
You
Kyle.
can't even win a regular season game.
I can't believe he said Kyle Bowler.
And then for some unknown
Yo,
reason,
don't sleep on Cowboy.
but check this out. Check
At
this out.
least he didn't say Chris Redmond.
Oh shit.
Because Chris Redmond was the greatest quarterback the Ravens ever had, because he could throw a football while he was on his knees from the 50-yard line through the goalpost.
And sell you some insurance at the same time.
But guess what? But who's tall enough to catch it? Nobody. So that don't help. Just being able to throw a ball up
Goliath.
between the goalposts.
Goliath.
At least he didn't
Yeah.
say Tony
You
Banks.
hear these churches in my verses? That's just how I'm raised.
At least he didn't say Tony Banks.
I like Tony Banks.
Tony
I
Banks
did
was
too.
all right.
He was all right, but he got gunshot because they
Hey.
didn't let him develop.
Hey,
And then
we're not gonna sleep on Elvis Girl back.
Elvis,
Yeah, Elvis Girl
Elvis the
back.
pelvis Gerback
Elvis
came here,
Hey,
Elvis the Pelvis.
came here and ain't do shit.
hey, you want a suit?
Just-
he got a ring. Elvis Girl got a
I
ring.
know, but he ain't do nothing. He had Ray Lewis.
When Trent
Ed
Dilfer went
Reed.
down. When Trent Dilfer
Oh,
went down.
Trent Dilfer.
Hey.
No, Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl. He was back.
Yeah,
last
Yeah,
time
when he
the
went
Super
down,
Bowl.
and Elvis had the
No, but do you know what happened while Elvis was on the field?
Hey,
Oh, for October, we didn't score a touchdown the whole month of October.
Bro.
Our defense actually won the game.
I love you, bro. You too can have
Yeah.
Elvis Gerbeck's
Yeah,
ring.
you go ahead.
All
You
you
want-
have to do is find
You want his
the
jersey?
Find the pawn shop that Elvis Gerbeck pawned his freaking Super Bowl ring,
And you can have
it. I guarantee you.
I have a Ravens Super Bowl ring in my car. I'm gonna have. I meant to wear it, but it's in the car right now. I got a Ravens Super Bowl ring.
One of them Washington dudes. Huh? That nobody knows.
Elvis.
Hey, no, he got one of them rings from one of them Washington dudes.
Washington did great yesterday. The meaningless game, but we did good. We look good out there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The team with no identity. I got
They
you.
do. They're the Commanders.
No.
Their mascot is a.
I will
Their
never.
mascot is a hog.
Listen,
Why their mascot look like Porky Pig though?
listen,
I
I
believe
ain't-
that's all.
I ain't got nothing. Listen, I ain't got
They gonna get
is
fucked.
Oh,
Look, they going to get sued for copyright infringement because he looks just like Porky.
Yo, I have a problem with the fact that they disrespected.
I don't even eat pork.
They disrespected the hogs by showing them in a picture with that damn cartoon character, yo.
Yeah, did you see? Yeah.
No, they need to be sued.
Mascot is horrible.
Come on, let's get to the slap and flowers.
We
I'm
almost
excited.
there.
I'm excited.
Slapping flowers.
You know, flowers.
I'm excited.
You know,
He
powder or flowers.
been
He been asking for this.
chomping. He been chomping at the bit for like an hour.
So
I did.
hey, what's up, Cupcake Gorgeous Johnson? And I see we also have Kenzie in the house, and I thought I saw Anthony Little on here too. What's up, man? How
What
y'all
up,
doing
what up?
today? Welcome to the Grown Man Click podcast.
Grown man click in the house.
That's right. So
I feel like we need like a GMC like
no,
gangster
no.
something like oh or something we can something we can move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I try.
So,
We need a
anyway.
handshake like.
No, we don't.
Yeah, nah.
We need to jump in the air and just freeze.
What?
That is the intro.
Bitch, please. Bitch, please.
He gave you two.
Uh,
So anyway,
the mode his cheek said the second one. Stop showing me shit. All
you're
right.
stupid.
Oh, good.
All right, so we are to Rich's favorite part of the show for tonight.
Here we go.
This is the part where we say whether we want to give out flowers or give out powder. Powder means you want to put powder on your hand and slap him like a pimp.
Ooh.
So we want to find out what happened over the last time since our last podcast that somebody did something great and you want to give them flowers, or somebody did something horrible and you want to give them the powder on the back of their neck with a hand slap. So, Rich, would you like to go first?
Oh wow!
Okay,
I
let's
was
see
shocked
what Rich
that was
got.
coming. I was just curious. I'm gonna go polite right now.
Okay.
I gotta give it like I'm a Ravens fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Ravens and a Falcons fan. Yes, I have two teams. One team sucks ass. The other team is we getting there. But as a Ravens fan, you know that I can't stand them bumblebee motherfuckers. But I have to give flowers to Mike Tomlin. I have to give him his flowers.
Mike Tomlin.
Whatever his name is. That's
I was letting them know what you said because your bass
Because you're
was,
you're mumbling.
your bass came out
It was
real
hard.
hard.
It was hard to give me for
Okay.
me to give him flowers. But
Okay.
that is a big accomplishment. What is it? 16
Straight
winning
winning
seasons. That's big. And he's a black man, so I'm always gonna support our brothers.
Yeah.
All right. Too bad you play for a rival fuck team. However, what's his name? Howarth?
Who?
Howarth? What's his name? Oh, please.
Highworth.
Come on. I had to write Alex Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Oh, he gets the powder smack, and whoever decided that it was okay for him to do this. When he had sacked that quarterback and they did the CPR,
resuscitation
man,
celebration.
get them niggas though.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Yo, what? Listen, it's too early. It's chill. Chill the hell out.
I completely agree with you, especially after what's happened in the last week and a
I ain't
half.
like it.
Not once, but twice on the football field.
I
That
ain't like
was extreme. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd find them just on bad taste.
yeah, they might lose
Straight
the
out.
game. What if they couldn't play in the playoffs
Nah,
because of some
listen.
dumb stuff like that?
Listen,
That was not respectful at all.
Idiot,
And I'm
idiot.
sure Mike Tomlin had a lot to say about that.
I hope so.
You know he did.
I hope so,
He don't take
Because I'd
take
have been in
dumb
the back
lightly.
like.
Soon as you come off the
Hey,
field, I got the powder for you.
I got some shit for you.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. This is
Mhm.
the league. Here's your
Listen.
powder. So yeah.
You will only understand the plays that's called from the right side.
Because you slapped the left
I
out
was
of him.
trying to tell you. Like, that shit was so insensitive. Like it wasn't even a week that went by.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Was it not a week that went by?
They was like, he okay?
No.
Yeah, he okay now. Then they
Calm-
go and do
yeah.
it.
Yo, calm down, brothers.
Meanwhile,
Calm down.
real.
look, here you go. 3 days earlier. How do I
Right.
say goodbye? They was ready to put him in the ground. 3 days earlier, they couldn't play.
Right.
They couldn't play a game. They couldn't figure out how
yeah.
to finish the season because of them of the what happened to DeMar Hamlin. But
Right.
big ups to DeMar for
And the
recovering.
Broncos
But
and Russell
what I'm
Wilson
saying,
meeting in the middle of the
that
field.
yeah,
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
was
I
was
just
dope.
say it was a lot of class, and then
Oh,
to
yeah.
end it with ass because
Well,
that was an ass
what,
move.
what much do you expect from the Steelers?
Well, I love
Just
the reason.
bunch
I
of
love the
ass.
Steelers organization. They're usually high class, and
Oh.
they've represented well over the years. Steel sharpened steel, so they made the Ravens better.
Oh,
If we didn't have to play them twice a year, we wouldn't have gotten better.
that is very sweet, right? And I really
But
get you. But my favorite philosopher said, "Fuck your clique and the clique you claim West Side. When I ride, coming quickly, gang."
that is brought to you by your people from
This is an
Death
Oscar.
Row Records.
God.
Death Row Records. That was Little Tupac.
And their
So-
homie on hanging out on Edison and Federal. Yeah. Right across from the police precinct. That's him. There you go. Bam.
Oh yeah.
Ambitious of a rider.
So let's see. We have Powder to the Government, and that's from John.
Okay.
And then we have Powder to the guy who caused me to come out of character the other day.
Absolutely.
We gonna hear about Grizzly.
Nah,
We gonna hear
that's-
about
Time with Shy. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Shy, you already know I
Yeah.
got you, girl.
Uh-oh.
And then I want to give flowers to my homie Tona, who's holding it down.
Amen.
And then from Anthony is what's good.
What's good, son?
Yo, everything's good. We doing what we do.
I saw you
So-
shooting that fire out in the out in the cold the other day.
Yeah.
And fire, we mean photography.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
to be clear.
So
Unless I say
let's see. So do you have a flower or powder?
Yeah, I want to give some flowers to my friend who's also a model who she got herself on a wall in a gallery. this
Oh,
weekend.
that's what's up.
And
Ooh.
you know, we had to celebrate us. You know, we big
Absolutely.
achievements, small achievements, all achievements, because we don't do enough celebrating, we don't do enough supporting, and so yeah, those are my flowers.
Cool. So let me see. You know what? I got a big flower, and no, I'm sorry, I'm not ass kissing because she's in the room, but
I gotta
give this to my wife because this weekend she came over here, and after Scott was leaving, she came in, and she sat here, and she helped me out with helping with getting stuff in the room. She helped me with setup. She helped me with cleanup. She was here on a day when she could have been out with her girlfriends or her sisters having fun. And she was working in the club. I mean, in the studio with me, holding her man down, making sure that making sure that mass creation looked good to these people. And I really want to give her flowers because whenever I need her to come through, she there for me. So I appreciate that from the Peanut Gallery. Thank you, sweetie. Powder. Okay, powder. I'm gonna give a small powder to that same group that was here the other day because if you give a party on the same day of a big event, a televised event, don't you think you should at least maybe pay for your people to see the full event?
Oh wow, they didn't
Yeah.
do the
So
PPP.
what happened was, what happened was there was a big fight this weekend.
Oh man,
Mr. Javante Tank Davis.
So it was a fight party.
No, it was a birthday party. Listen, but the whole idea is that the party ended at 12:30. If anybody saw the fight, Javante Tank Davis did not touch down into the ring to start fighting until 12:35, 12:40. So the guy who was in charge of the party goes, cut the TV off because the party was over and nobody was moving and he wasn't going to spend any more money. That's his prerogative. But he was stopping me from watching the fight because that was on my ticket. That was me for me to watch. So I had to cut off the fight, and I did. And people got mad and left. But he left before most of the people did. So I was stuck here with these people. Besides, they were a good crowd. They didn't get rowdy or anything. But boy, I heard some back talk on that. And they was like, y'all couldn't pay for another hour? Damn. So you got to remember, if you give a party on the night of a big event, please pay for that event to be fully televised before people have to leave. So once they
or just don't even show it at all.
Yeah, or don't show it at all because the whole idea is that gets people thinking, oh, we gonna be able to see the fight.
Yeah.
So he was about to have an up close fight party. Nah, I would have called the 9 squad. I called Sheila. I went to the other room where Sheila was chilling. I say, hey, where your sister at? Because my sister's a sheriff. Like, okay, we're gonna keep her on standby just in case. So, but no, they were really nice. And I want to reiterate there was never any problems with the party. It's just that I would have bought the fight for the, till the end of the fight. So so that's my little bit of powder. So Marcy, you got a powder or a flower?
I got a powder.
We had a powder-filled weekend.
Dang,
I don't want to smack my powder. I just kind of want to blow it on her.
Lady Shy. Put the powder in my ass. I'll do it for you.
Lady Shy.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
What she do?
I drove all the way out to Safari because I ain't seen my girls in a couple weeks. I drove all the way out to Safari and she was supposed to meet me out there. And she stood me up. She ain't show up. She went to a fight party somewhere else.
You on your own. I ain't.
Lady
I was
Shy.
out there all by myself. Blow a little bit of powder on her.
Those women mess. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
There's about to be a fight in these podcasts.
You think it might be some smoke? You think she will come on screen? No, they love each other too much. It ain't gonna be.
I love her. No, it ain't.
I'll pay for a pool like chocolate.
I was forced to be in a club, and it was at Safari.
Who said smack it?
Oh man,
Anthony Little.
By myself, and y'all know. She said, "Send me the link."
Okay, you sent her the link. I sent it to you. You got the link. Can you send it to her?
Nah, I think this need to happen live in studio. With a bathtub.
A bunch of hugging and kissing. Not kissing, hugging.
Hey, and we got
some bathing suits, chocolate pudding, bubbles. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Who's calling shots?
So anyway, so that was a pretty smack-filled weekend, huh? Powder-filled weekend.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like the biggest thing that's supposed to be going on this show right now is us answering the questions. We're men. That's why. So, is there anything that you can think of All right, let's start off with the one that I brought up earlier. Do you not believe your man when he tells you that when you ask him what he's thinking about, nothing? If he says nothing, if do you believe what he's saying? Or are you just being, my peanut gallery said no, they don't believe us. But because say if like he's sitting there, TV's on, and he's watching TV and chilling, and you come over, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm fine. What you thinking about?" "Nothing."
It's a lie. What? I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun. My bad.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Because what do you think, Marcy? Do you think that the guy is sometimes telling the truth, most of the time telling the truth, or not telling the truth at all? If you ask him how he's
sometimes telling the truth, because I could do that too. Like somebody asked me, "What you think about?" "Nothing."
That's what I was.
Nothing, but it depends in what kind of context too. Like what was he doing before? Like if I'm looking at him for a few minutes and I can see him like deep in thought or making facial expressions about something, and he answers nothing, then I know you're thinking about something. But,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one time I was sitting there thinking about thumb wrestling. Because I couldn't remember how you started thumb wrestles. When you do the thumb wrestling,
1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war.
Right.
That's all I was thinking about. It was
that's a guy thing. Yeah, that's a guy.
It was something really innocuous.
Though.
It was some.
Hey.
It was something really innocuous.
Hey.
But
What's up, lady?
welcome, Lady Shy. But what I'm saying is that my wife wanted to know.
No, I got some powder for you right back, ma'am. I ain't gonna sit there and take that. Let me. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Even though I don't have to explain myself, but because I love you, I'm gonna explain. I said I wasn't coming in the beginning. I only was coming. I was only gonna pop in and leave because I was already invited to something. If you look at the original text, I was not coming. I already had plans. I was going to go to that party, and I knew I was going to be drinking, and I didn't want to be driving back and forth. When I looked up, it was on fight number 3, I think, and it was close to 11 or 12. And in the group message, you can see how many times I was texting y'all. It went up to $30 to get in. I was like, I'm not paying $30 for me to sit there for an hour when I'm already here at a party and I'm getting free drinks and food. I'm not leaving. And I put in there I wasn't coming, and my cousin is in there saying something. So you knew I wasn't coming, but then I am.
No, I didn't know you weren't coming till I was already there. That's when I found out.
And then I sent
I was texting you like, "Where is everybody?"
And then I sent the address of where we were so y'all can come and get some food. He said, "Tell everybody to come over, come and get some food," because we had a lot of food left. Come and eat, come and drink. There was plenty. So that's all. But you slap me, I'm slapping back. I don't sit there and take no hits.
I didn't smack you. I blew it. I blew powder.
Okay, just a little bit then.
You need Jesus.
The tub.
You need Jesus.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I say you get the tub.
So,
y'all just naked and Russell.
Wait a minute. We got another message. What's this new message? Saying she coming. She here. Yeah, Mackenzie, she's already here. So anyway, let me
kept saying that. I was like, how many times she gonna keep saying she coming? I was like, hold up.
Oh, y'all so nasty. Oh, y'all so nasty. Oh my God.
That's this one. That's this one. So anyway,
I know who the ringleader is.
So, Lady Shy, since you're on here, and like I was saying, do you really believe, partially believe, or don't believe at all when the guy says, you ask him what he's thinking about, and he says nothing? Or do you think that he's in deep contemplation over like physics or science or trying to solve world hunger issues?
He ain't thinking nothing. He's thinking nothing and don't want to be bothered, don't want to answer a question.
You know
So
what
it's
is
nothing.
another, or you know the other thing that guys are doing, and this is the reason, this is one of the main reasons guys don't like that question, because 9 times out of 10, when we are thinking about something and we are off into our like mental realm, it's usually something about sex with the person, some person other than you.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. It
That's
is.
not true.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Don't, just because you in this
That's
relationship
not.
now and
That's
you got this
not.
relationship going
Yeah.
on and you happy in your relationship,
Thank you.
you be talking about coochie more than any man I know. So
He's
stop
sprung.
it.
He's sprung.
He's
I'm
sprung.
sprung.
Wide
But
open.
I'm telling you, you could be watching a movie. You could be watching a movie and see
It's a
and see
it's a
Garcelle
it's a lovely
Beauvais.
thing.
And Garcelle Beauvais pop up on the screen. You'd be like, yo, I would, if I could get her in the back room of that club right there where she on the screen at. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about the cleavage you're showing.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna stop smiling in a minute, but that's not true.
She got that.
Maybe
You be trying to fit your
Like, we had
sexual,
you-
Nah.
what you thinking
huh? You
about?
broke
Say
up.
nothing doing all that. I thought you were gonna say something like, you guys would say like, oh, what you thinking about? Nothing, because you don't want to go in this long discussion, and we like to have these long
Right.
discussions about what you think about. Like, why you think about that? What's tell me your thoughts.
Sometimes it is like that, and we really don't want that long conversation because we were just occupying ourselves in between commercials.
I would say,
Oh, good.
I would say, what is most of the time when I'm sitting back and I doze off like that, I am thinking about something like something that probably happened to me or something that just don't make sense at all, and I just make mental notes and I'm like, I'm gonna use this shit one day.
But see, that's in a
You
creative
making
state.
notes.
But me,
I'm a creator. I'm sorry, I don't think.
Scott, do you
Right.
black out and just don't think about anything, or if you do wander off, it's usually
don't.
about some weird way of having sex?
At least once a day.
Thank you.
I don't. I really don't. And I'm a wrestling fan, so
What?
I'm a wrestling fan. So sometimes I might be sitting there and I can't explain it to my lady. Be like, "What are you thinking about? Who the fuck gonna take the titles off of Roman Reigns?" Like,
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's random dumb shit. It's random dumb
Well,
stuff
yeah.
that we. Yeah.
I will say, since I sat next to Rich last week, I understand
Yeah.
that now. He is very random. So
Very
his
random.
girl got an issue with that. She's gonna have an issue with that because he just was like on one subject throughout the whole night, no matter what we was on. That chicken leg was on his mind the whole night.
Right.
I
And
could
then you get
I could have done without that chicken leg.
and then here he goes.
Shit, don't make them be thinking that.
He's sitting there. He go, if I put peanut butter on her left nipple and chocolate on her right, are they Reese's Pieces?
Hey, no.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you. I was
Random.
I was sitting in on my couch. I was sitting on my couch
Random.
this weekend, right? And I was thinking about some shit, right? And I said to myself, I was like, you know what's sexier than just having a nipple out?
What?
A nipple almost covered. I said that to myself. Like, a nipple almost covered is sexier.
In the crackhead part of this.
My son is laying on the floor in front of me and he is dying off of Rich right now.
That's really what I thought of.
No, the crackhead part of this is he really is thinking that.
Yeah.
And guess what I
I
was watching?
believe it. I believe it.
Calico. I was watching Calico. I was like, there was no nipples in sight. I just thought about the shit like
Raggedy nipples on the next Geraldo.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, yo, it's cool when the boobs is out, but like put a star on there, I'll be like, damn. Okay. Like, okay.
You'll never find a better boob than mine.
It's a little sexy.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Yeah.
And make sure you use your imagination.
Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I just wanted to pop in to clarify some stuff. If y'all want to hear about the road rage situation, we'll be talking about that Wednesday on the Sophisticated Grizzly.
All right, ladies,
Yes, thank you for dropping in.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank y'all.
All right. Bye. Yeah, thanks to Lady Shy for dropping in and just making sure her powder hit on her face and not on her or back when she was not here. She got it right in the face. She got the powder in the face.
Don't worry.
So,
The next Facebook post, they're gonna be right there together.
yeah,
They love each other.
they love each other so much.
They love each other.
She gonna be like, "You hit me with powder, yeah, child. I hit you with powder. I love you so
Also,
much.
like, I just blew it.
I blew it. I didn't hit you with it hard." But
Oh man.
whoa, how did that get there?
Oh,
That's not what I was looking for. I think I was looking for
Look at
this.
Never
See if
over.
that'll work. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. But anyway, so like we were saying about you know, random thoughts and stuff like that. When you know when you're with your young lady, you know, or whoever you're with at the time. I don't want to be specific. Your significance. Your significance. Multiple orgasmic experiences layered
He's a
in a world where you're a single man. One man strokes many women. Scott T. Scott and I be stroking.
Why all I see is Clarence
A Clarence Carter production.
Oh man.
Produced by Antoine Fuqua.
And we here now.
That's what I be doing. We get on. Yeah, man. Verbal threat. Black. This is verse. We got Raw. Jay on the beat. We got Smoke. This goes to all y'all hating ass niggas who ain't fucking with us. Check it. Yo.
Oh, y'all doing it big. Look at y'all.
Yeah, that's Bunky Jr. We just kind of changed the music for him, put on the grown man click joint. You know, that's what we do. We going in different this year. We just wanted to break that up. But let's get back to the questions. I mean, like, what is something that you feel, if you got a question, Marcy, that you want to know that men don't really share the correct feelings or comments that you think they could be more out, you know, they could share more. You got anything?
Men aren't good with sharing their true feelings.
Just good at sharing out your
We're
feelings.
not.
Aren't.
I feel like the majority of men aren't. I am.
Are you?
I really am. I listen. I'm the type of guy to wear my heart on my sleeve. So
What's good up? What's up, good Eddie?
I say what I feel in the moment, because if I don't, all I'm gonna do is gonna put it under that bed, and that shit just gonna keep piling up, and I'm gonna explode.
What up, Tony Hunt?
I'm gonna explode.
Where is it?
But I do agree with you that I don't think men. Who?
Do I look fat? Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, that's not our feelings.
No, that's saying
no.
truthfulness, being truthful and sharing.
That's one of them. That's one of them landmine questions that you don't really need to answer.
Yeah, and it's also a question about your preferences,
right? Because some people, I mean, you may look like a biscuit.
Lizzo.
You may look like a biscuit coming out the pack, but if your man likes that gushy, smushy, you know,
he might grab that gushy like,
yeah, that's my gushy.
Yeah,
you know, and
like,
that's another thing.
Hell yes. And with a smile on his face.
And you gotta believe him that he is really comfortable with how you are, your body is in that state. He could leave at any given moment unless you're a sugar mama and you're feeding them on a fat cow. I didn't want to say fat teat because I knew where that would go, but fat cow and making him, he's driving a car and he gets to eat and go out shopping on your dime. You're a sugar mama. That's different. He's not going to leave. But a partner, a man who's really there for you and your well-being and your relationship, if he says you look good in that dress, you look good in that dress to him. So that's all that matters. Your confidence should be whether you look good in that dress or whether you feel confident because you put it on to wear that dress and believe when the man tells you he likes you in that dress, that's what his true comment is.
That's the biggest point.
And how about y'all
Believe
stop
it.
asking questions? Look at the man actions. You put on the dress. Is he smacking your ass? Is he licking his lips? Just look at his actions, man. He's gonna tell you how you feel about what you got on from his eyes.
Well, true, and believe me, after being married for 34 plus years, you can use what I call the oh my gosh, the memory bomb. The memory bomb is where you're in an argument and you go back in time to something that's settled to set a bomb off in an argument to get a reaction. That's when you use something that you thought was just something that you shared or something that was already settled in a new argument as an argument bomb. And you know, we men don't do it as well as women because
men do not retain stuff 10, 12, 15 years ago. We don't do that.
Yeah, women will go. I remember when I was wearing that red dress with the black heels, and we were driving in your 280ZX, and we were on 83, and you told me that you didn't like my shoes. That was 1984. I'm sorry, I didn't like your shoes in 1984. But guess what? You've had hundreds of pairs of shoes since, and I've not said anything about your shoes. So tonight, when I told you I liked your shoes, it has nothing to do with that one pair I didn't like 3 decades ago. Because women can do the memory bomb like nobody else. They drop them things like napalm. And I see something. Mental well-being issues. That's true, John. Men, that's because we were taught put some dirt on it, suck it up, be a man.
Right.
And because we were taught those things,
talk about it.
The triggers don't exist for us to know that we are not in a good state.
Which leads into that next.
Go ahead.
And that's where I come.
Which leads into our next comment. Sometimes when men share certain type of feelings, women take it as you soft as ninja,
right?
For real.
And you fuck them like you ain't a soft ass.
Right.
If you get that far.
Right. If you get that far. And some women are turned off by that showing of emotion because if they were raised by a strong black man who had that, you know, suck it up mentality, and all I saw was my father, he took care of us, and he, you know, I was his little baby girl, and, you know, he always was there for me, but he died at 62 from depression.
So this
you
is
know
where...
things like that. That's what you don't know is that his mindset and his brain was so full and so convoluted that he wasn't mentally healthy. He may have tried to make sure you had a good life, but that doesn't mean he was living his best life.
And this is where I come in with the grown man clique, because from a different generation, there aren't those stories because their fathers ain't existing. So the only thing they got is what they believe, what they see on TV or in the streets of what a man is supposed to be.
Which is why
so they don't even have that part of I saw what a man is. That's the majority, not everyone.
Which is why the images that we put out there have now come home to roost, and they're so important because the shiggity that we did 25 years ago now has resulted in exactly what Rich is saying.
When I was single, and I would date, and I dated a couple of women in my age caliber, because y'all know I like the older women, but in my age caliber, and those who did have a father, I realized I was like, oh shit, I gotta step up. I gotta step up because I knew what I was competing against. Those who didn't, I was competing against lame ass motherfuckers, and I was like, well, I ain't fucking with them.
Right.
I ain't fucking with them. Those who can't stop calling me and leave me the fuck alone. I'm in a relationship right now.
But see, this is the whole idea sometimes, and this is why they won't leave you alone, is because they see how much of a man you are and how better you were for them than some of their other choices.
Yeah.
And you may have been in a situation where you were in your playboy, not trying to settle down mode, and they were in there, I want to be wedded, I want to be with someone for long-term mode, but you weren't there yet. And now they're seeing that the other guys out there that they left you for or left you because of, or whatever, man, you know what I mean. The reason why you weren't apart, you fell apart, were because the relationship wasn't aligned at the time, and now they want to try to get back something that's no longer available.
And that's true, because I try to tell them before. I was like, yeah, you got all these guys that's just lifting weights and shit. They got bigger arms, but can they really lift you? Because you got to lift with your knees.
Oh,
you got to lift with your knees, man.
Man.
Trying to tell y'all, man. Like, hey, don't skip leg day.
You right.
Don't
you
skip
right,
leg
Shaw.
day.
Don't nobody want nobody to cry every day.
Yeah, crying and telling your emotions is two different things, though. That's the difference. That's the difference. We got to acknowledge that. If your man is sitting back with a box of tissue and saying everything that you do, be like, "Oh my God, you didn't wear blue,"
you might
I'm
have a
so
problem.
sad.
if your man
That's
is
different.
listening to Brian McKnight "One Last Cry" every day, you may
might
have a
have a
Yeah,
problem.
every day. But like once in a blue. That's my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
If your man is watching Driving Miss Daisy once a week,
No,
you
sorry.
may have a problem.
Yeah.
If your man is more worried about how you feel when you watching a soap opera,
But
you might have a problem.
Can we talk about some
Yeah.
shit though? Like,
Yeah,
I wanna
that's
say
what
two
we
things.
on here.
I want
Go
to say two
ahead.
things.
Go
I want
for
to say two things, right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's a difference between a man who's in tune with his emotions than a man that's just fucking soft.
Absolutely.
All right,
Right.
It's a difference. Also, it's also a difference when we really get to the nook and cranny of the shit. Like, men move off of pride.
Right.
True.
Women move off of ego.
Why is he still up there?
I don't know.
Goodbye. Why
Come on.
he was supposed to go away?
Come on, Chris.
Hey, well,
Yeah,
you were actually saying something.
Women has pride. No, I said it backwards.
Yeah.
Women have pride. Women has pride. Men have ego. Okay, so when you put the two together, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with. A lot of people, a lot of women, in my opinion, and I was raised by women, don't want to admit that they was wrong. That's a prideful thing.
True.
That's a prideful thing. Men ego is like,
Right.
man, I could get that bitch whenever I fucking want. Like, that's ego driven.
Right.
Right.
That's just ego driven.
Mm-hmm.
And men has to grow out of ego, but I have never had a conversation where I heard women had to grow out their own pride. That's my
women
personal
like to explain their wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? Like
Not
they'll
explain.
say, they'll listen.
Not explain.
Justify.
Thank you.
Justify.
Let's talk
Women
about it.
like to justify their wrongs. Like, I was wrong, but it was because you did this to make me do that. Or I was wrong, but it wasn't my fault because of.
Or
it's a lot of that. It's very rare that a woman just goes, "I'm sorry, I was wrong."
Well, no. The justification in a lot of cases.
I don't agree with that.
In my experience,
Yeah,
it's not even justifying that they're wrong. They're justifying their action without admitting that they're wrong.
Right. That's the whole idea. It wouldn't have happened if you didn't do this.
And
I wouldn't have said that.
And that's where pride comes
And Marcy,
in.
that's a situational thing. Because that absolutely depends on the woman.
Yeah, and it does. But I have noticed more women, not even in intimate relationships, just dealing with
every day.
I'm late for my session, but it wasn't my fault. There was traffic. I was coming from PG County. And if it wasn't any traffic, I would have got there when I told you. Well, the time you left is the time when traffic was going to be there.
If you drive all the time, you know
Right.
traffic patterns, you know to get ready early. There are 500 million things you can do, but
to not
but
be
your
late.
your justification should exonerate the fact that you're late because you didn't plan properly.
Right.
And this is
You
not bad
you
shit.
can't be
This
on
not bad shit.
495
No.
at 8:00 in the morning and expect to get to Baltimore by 8:15, 8:20. It ain't
Correct.
happening.
No,
And
Rich,
this is
no,
not
Rich
bashing.
is, Rich is right. It's not bashing.
This is not
It's an
bashing women.
explanation of the difference in the vantage point.
Yeah.
Right.
This is how men think. This is how we have to think to operate in life. And women think differently because they're coming from a different angle.
And we gotta understand, ego bruises pride, and pride bruises ego.
All the
And
time.
I'm gonna give you an example, Marcy. And you know I love you, but if you in love with a guy, I'm trying.
Look at him growing up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Him
growing up right
If
in
you're
front
in
of
love
our
with a guy.
eyes. Look at that.
If you're in love with a guy, right? And let's just say he's like 5'4", right? Just say it, right?
Oh.
Like he's 5'4".
Oh, really?
First of all, I'm 5'5.5".
I'm
So we ain't
5'4".
talking about me,
Eh,
but
no,
I
we
said
talking about me,
5'4".
man.
Okay. Let's say you in
Okay.
love. Let's say you in love with Scott, right? Let's say you in love with Scott. Let's say you in love with Scott, right? Scott, you're a
Love
man
Scott
and
T.
everything. Okay, you in love with Scott. You in love with Scott T, and that's your man. That's your ride or die, right? But you at the grocery market, Scott right there, he's gonna get some other shit, and then you see somebody that's like 6'7", and he can get to the top joint. Your pride just brings my man's ego, and you don't even realize what just happened in this moment.
Right.
And then when he comes, he's like, "Why you asking another man
To get you that flower. Because I didn't want you
The top.
climbing up the shelf.
Yeah.
And then you call Scott to go get a cart.
Wait a minute, I got something to say. Scott, you would never have to worry about that. You know why?
Why's
I
that?
can reach you up on that top shelf.
Pick you up. Hold up. Time out.
She did not say
That's
that.
worse.
She
That's
got
worse.
my back.
That's worse.
What?
When you pick up a man in
She
public,
didn't
that
say
is
pick him up.
worse.
She said she could get it
No,
off
she
the top
getting it.
shelf.
She getting it.
That's worse.
No,
That's worse. You
That's
standing
not
next to
worse.
her.
worse than her
It's
picking
called.
me up.
It's
That's not worse.
I'm talking about ego versus pride, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Right. You sitting right there. You sit right there. Everybody walking past you. Your ego gonna kick in. Your ego gonna kick in and
And
be
then
like,
she
Nope.
didn't cost me to go get a car
No.
and run this
What's gonna kick
motherfucking.
in is he gonna have that
Me.
good vantage point of seeing me, putting his hand on my waist, making sure I don't tip over
So,
as I grab
I love this.
everything.
I
See,
love this. I love this. I love this because you proving my point. You prove my point. Even though you're right,
Mhm.
that's your pride kicking in. You forgot about this man ego who got other eyes. That's
Scott, we
looking
got
at him. Your pride is, oh, my man about to see this ass. That's pride. Your
Yeah.
pride. And the ego is, look at this little ass. They go, gotta get his woman. His woman.
And that's
Not you personally.
hey,
but
and
I'm just
and
saying.
that's why I had to go get the cart and hit him in his knees because he got to go down. I mean,
Leave the man knees alone.
Hey,
dog.
I have to
look,
be
it's
so
probably-
concerned.
It's probably gonna be me.
I
Who'll
just
be like,
I just need to know whether one of y'all is gonna come and bring the bell when the security guard pulled me out because I didn't run this dude over with the
Hey,
car.
I got you.
All right.
I don't know about no belt.
But make sure it's worth it. I don't like spending money that ain't worth it. If you
Oh,
just
yeah.
scuff up his shoes, that ain't
I don't know
enough.
about
Make
no
sure he
belt.
can't walk.
Oh yeah, no, there's gonna be
Pop the
blood.
ACL or some stuff.
Listen.
No, there's gonna be
I don't
blood.
know about no belt.
All because I couldn't reach the Cheerios
Oh,
on
yeah.
the top shelf.
But yeah,
Oh.
but I really feel like that's not
No,
I ain't
no,
gonna say
he's-
it's a problem, but I feel like that's the disconnect between men and women is women have pride, men has ego. Those two can't really exist.
I know some women with big ass egos too. So
I mean, sure.
yeah, so it can play both
Yeah,
ways.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
No,
relationships.
he got a
Even
good
in
point, though.
relationships, I mean, that dichotomy does exist, and those differences in relationships are definitely prevalent. But there are some women with some big ass egos out here too. They wearing them balls bigger than us sometimes. So you have to deal with that, and that is also
Is it really-
stemming from. Wait a minute, that's stemming from something you talked about earlier. Without the man figure in their life growing up, they grew
Right.
up to get an ego and know that they had to support themselves. So they do that. They get that ego from being fatherless or being without a male role model that shows them what a man should be doing for them. And that's why a lot of relationships now, it's hard for women to step back and let men be men and show them that they can take care of them because they've dependent upon themselves so long.
I agree.
It's not they're not gonna let go of the reins that easy because they've learned that whenever I've trusted
Right.
and gave him the reins, he dropped them.
Right.
So I got to keep my shit intact. You're not going to make me lose my house and my car because you don't have the ability to be a man the way that I can use my ego as a woman.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that and say, like, just like how these women did not have a man in their life, single fathers did that to their daughters too.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Single fathers did that to their daughter. Like, you ain't need a man. You don't need a man to do that. I'm teaching you how to do everything, which I'm not saying is wrong.
I did with my daughter, but she also had the role. This is the thing. She in my house, it was different because mom and dad were there.
Right.
So although I taught her to be independent, I also taught her to see what a real man is like living in that household and how she can build a relationship with a man because I was there.
Well, see, y'all were blessed to create a balanced situation. Most of what we're talking about
is unbalanced.
Is unbalanced because Rich and I have both grown up in unbalanced situations.
Right.
But I want to I want to touch on Shai's last comment because she's right. I mean, an ego will want a woman to act helpless. That's ego.
Right.
But the pride is what
keeps her from doing it.
And has her resent the fact that you want me to act helpless when in fact it may not be wanting you to act completely helpless. I mean, it's all jacked up basically.
True. And that's why when we talk about these Mars Venus conversations where what do women really expect and what do they want, a lot of them don't even know yet.
Right.
You know, there's a time where you start formulating who you are as a person, and you know, and you have defined what you want in a significant other.
Right.
And maybe that's why there are so many relationships where you have two women now.
Yeah.
Because men didn't have the men that they tried to give their hearts and give their lives to weren't sufficient enough, and there were women with those egos.
So,
and they fell in love with a woman over a man because of the way they took care of them.
This is what I'm gonna say, right? And I'm not speaking on women and women, but one thing I do know about women is women stand by each other no matter if it's fuck shit, correct shit, or whatever. Y'all have a unity that I will be the first man to say publicly, I'm jealous of that shit. because if I do some fuck shit, neither one of these motherfuckers is standing by
straight facts
doing any fuck shit.
Straight facts.
Shit. They be like, all right, bro. Like, come on now. Like,
I'm grabbing you by your collar and trying to get you out of that
Yeah,
situation
women stand by this shit. They go
whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah, whether it's right or wrong. And if y'all don't believe me, just look at Lifetime.
They built the whole 2 networks out of it.
Women who take care of women.
But y'all do. Y'all
on the
stand
next
by each other.
though.
And that's something that
I
I
don't
really
agree with that either, because my girlfriends will call me out on my stuff.
You said who?
Yeah, while they're helping you bury the body. Girl,
No.
you know you wrong. You should not have us out here digging this hole because you got mad because he didn't like spaghetti. And now we killed this motherfucker and we're putting him in the ground because you overreacted.
Hold on. I'm not talking about friendship.
Get the other shovel.
Friendship is different from what I'm talking about. When I say women stand by
Oh,
each
you
other,
talk about just in passing.
like just in passing.
Yeah, you talk about social media shit and all the rest of that shit.
For example, you might not even know this person right here. You don't know his character or nothing. Oh, this person was there and he his friend raped the person and he's standing by the person.
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't need facts. Y'all don't need shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
No, you talk about the
shit.
you talk about the
We
gang.
on the shit.
You talk about the gang mentality shit. Yeah.
Get this nigga the fuck about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Y'all don't need proof.
Absolutely.
Y'all need evidence. Be like, it's what she says goes. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yep.
And not only that, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I might be talking way too much, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, right? Sometimes, right, women thinks about what happened to them personally,
right, and
they apply that to the story that another woman is saying to
I
them,
agree with that.
and it could be bogus as hell,
right.
But because you went through it,
right,
and you've seen
Empathy.
the situation before, you empathize with this shit.
Right.
And the whole time that woman in her head just doing that Joker smile.
That I
Right.
agree.
Like, like she doing that Joker smile, like, all right, I know I got her on my side.
Yep.
So I mean, I applaud it. Y'all stand by, but I ain't never go to another man and be like, hey yo, shorty cheat on me.
Oh yeah,
and
no.
then a nigga be like, well,
Oh,
nigga,
yeah, no,
you wasn't on your shit.
Oh yeah, no.
You wasn't on the shit.
Yeah.
It's more women that will say niggas ain't shit, men ain't shit,
Oh yeah.
versus them men be like, well, nigga, come on, yo,
Right.
bruh, come on.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And I give you an example.
That's
the
because
NBC shit.
men and feelings. It goes to men and feelings. Men don't share feelings the same way women do.
We haven't even been taught how
we
to properly process them.
feelings. A lot of us haven't. Like most of the time,
Your generation benefited from all the shit that we didn't go through.
Right.
Because y'all are really
I'm still trying to show niggas like,
Yeah.
hey, stop sweeping shit under the rug. Let's talk about it.
but also, this is the Me Too generation and all of those things that that put a cap on some of the disrespectful stuff that was going on, where you had to change and relearn the paradigm. The paradigm shifted on you, and every man, and that's why older men. Like, I don't know if you saw the one comedian who kept saying, I don't want to use the word on the air, but it's a derogatory term for special needs children in his comedy. And he says, I can't say, it's the R word. He was like, I can't say special needs because all we said growing up was the R word. That's how we said it. That's how I know how I'm. If I ask somebody in my generation, do you know somebody with special needs? They're going to be, what? They are. And because their generation used that term. Now, people don't, this goes so deep. Do you remember the Black Eyed Peas had to re-release their whole album because of the R word? Because the song Let's Get It Started used to say Let's Get R.
Oh, did it?
Oh.
Yes. So
I never
there
knew that.
are versions of the album out where it says Let's Get R instead of Let's Get It Started.
I had no idea. Oh,
Yeah.
So
So that's how much that paradigm has shifted. Just like with all the gender pronouns and stuff like that. I'm glad my existence on this earth is winding down, because the amount of pronouns to tell you who is who and how they want to be referred to has so gotten egregious that I can't remember everything. They are them. Them is a they.
No
and
disrespect.
They are,
no disrespect to anyone,
at
but there
all.
are entirely too many freaking flags.
Yes.
I have no clue.
Right.
And it hurts my head to even think about it. And hey, I don't want to disrespect nobody, but yeah.
And it's not about being disrespectful. Like, I remember something my uncle told me a long time ago, and he was like, I had called him because I was confused, right? I was confused as hell about a situation that I was dealing with. I said, is it more important to be right, or is it more important to be a good person?
That's a good question.
And he told me then, he said, it's more important to be a good person.
Yeah.
Fuck if you right. just be
I
a
agree.
good person. And I feel like sometimes,
to extent.
Yeah.
sometimes I agree to that too.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like when it comes to the opposite sex, that it's more important to be a woman than to actually do what the right thing is. Sometimes I do feel that way. Because the right
I'm not following you. Bring it
I
home.
don't,
sometimes women will stand next to women regardless if the woman they're talking to is right, right? So for example, right?
So
Marcy,
they'll cheerlead a situation
yeah,
that isn't
Right.
correct.
isn't correct
Just because it's
because
another woman.
it's another woman.
Gotcha.
Right.
Versus looking at who they're talking about and be like, uh,
Objectively looking at the situation and
I
being
might
like,
not be. And that's majority. That might not be everyone individually. Like every man ain't a piece of shit.
right.
Right.
Every
But,
man
yeah,
ain't a piece of
well,
shit.
you're talking about generalizations.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And there are. It's like
Yeah.
saying all women are hoes, all all men are dogs. Those
Yeah.
generalizations that don't hold true. Because if that was the case, some of us wouldn't be married, some of us wouldn't be alive, some of us wouldn't, be in the situations that we are, because we wouldn't be able to actually maintain a sense of decorum if we all were the same way.
Right.
But Marcy,
no.
what didn't you agree with?
With like
what?
if I'm standing with my girlfriends and somebody's wrong, I'm not gonna hold her up in that wrongness. I don't, is that what he's saying?
But yeah, sometimes it does happen
I have
because
my
you
own
don't have.
sister. No, I have my own sister who was
Yeah.
being real argumentative with someone in a store, and my sister was
Right.
wrong. My sister was
Right.
dead ass wrong, and I called her on it, not behind the scenes, but right then and there, like Gina, no, I'm like sis, no, chill, this is wrong. You're wrong. And we got into a little spiff about it, but no, I'm not gonna hold up my girlfriends if they're wrong. And they do the same for me. So I don't agree with that. I
Well,
don't. And I know men who do that too.
yeah,
Right.
but let me give you not a scenario, but just a for instance. For instance, there are times when you don't know how wrong the person is until after the fact, because they don't paint the whole story for you. And if you're a friend of theirs, or you're in concert with them at that time, you will hold them up and you will be their support, thinking that they were telling you the whole story.
Right.
So at that moment, you don't have all of the points. You don't have, and
That's
then
an age thing. I wonder if that.
Yeah, I think it might be an age thing. I think
But
you're right.
no, because the whole idea is, for me, I've seen it where somebody just gets, she comes to your friend comes to you, and you just heard what she said was the story, and y'all reacting to that in that moment, and then you find out later that there was more things that were negatively done to impact the situation by the person you were supporting. So then you may check them then, because now you know more. But sometimes that original bandwagon thing is where the men see it. That's what we see it. And I think that's what he's saying about it. Like, it'll just be like, he did something wrong to me. He did what? Let's go. Come on. Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, I think that must be an age thing. I think that must be like a under 40 thing or something, because I don't.
Well, I'm not under 40 though.
Actually, I think it's a maturity thing.
I'm way over 40.
Well,
That's what
maturity
it
thing,
is.
and I might better describe it because
maturity.
That's exactly what it is. It is definitely a maturity thing. That's why I say, like, you and Lady Shy may not do that. Y'all may not do that. But majority of, from what I see, because I see it a lot, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. It's like the person that's talking about is not in character. They don't think about the character of that person. They just think about, like, oh yeah, you know what? Such and such did this to me too, so I can believe it. And I'd be like, nigga, what?
Like Shy just said in her comment, you got to ask questions,
right?
And a lot of people don't.
And
we are famous for. We have a little group, and we are famous for. What did you do?
There you go.
There you go. Exactly. That's
That's
exactly
the
what we're
key.
talking about.
And a lot of times that don't come out till after been a reactionary period, and then not saying with you because you guys are more mature and you understand that, but I've seen it even in groups of women your age who aren't as mature because they are going to jump on that bandwagon with their ABC, Ace Boon Coon, and then they gonna ask questions later. And like I was saying, that's when the truth comes out. And you go, you had me out there looking like that for that?
Right.
No, bro.
But here's the
No.
thing, I see this
And
from
then
men too. Men do this too, because I even had to check my son when he comes home.
I check out if somebody,
Whatever, and
even Rich will tell you,
Nobody
I
does
checked him. I'll check him live on the podcast. Like if we're on a
Mhm.
podcast, I will mute it, and he'll be like, "No, open the mic, open the mic." I'm like, "What are you gonna say?" No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, "What are you gonna say?" Because I know him,
Well, no. First of all,
Look at his
that's
face.
right?
I would not be disrespected. I would not be disrespected.
But your idea
You
of
unmute-
disrespect, somebody
you
can say
unmute
your
that
chain
shit.
crooked.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
my
don't give a
chain
fuck.
crooked.
Well,
My
yeah.
chain crooked.
Come fix it. Come fix it.
See,
for me.
that could be a trigger for him.
Come
So
fix it for me.
sometimes I'm gonna be like, mute Rich,
Ain't nothing to be
straighten your chain
Yeah,
and
fuck
smile.
that. No, I ain't smiling. I
See,
ain't smiling shit. Come fix it for me. You want to say that shit live on air?
see,
Come fix it for me.
and that is why we love him,
Yeah.
but we ain't letting him free on the
But no,
on the
back
podcast.
to that shit. That is more about friendships. Yes, friendships is different from what we're talking about right now.
Right.
Because friendship, you're going to hold your friend accountable, right?
Right.
But just like, all right, for example, I would like to think if we all out together, right? We don't know. Me and Scott could be in a corner just chatting it up. Me being an asshole, whoever the fuck knows. We see Jerry swinging. We don't know if Jerry right or wrong.
Right.
We gonna go the fuck over there.
Yeah.
We going over the fuck, and we all fighting.
Yeah.
That night.
but-
We all fighting that night. But
but-
in the car back, we're talking about like what the fuck happened. If Jerry tells a story and we ask questions and Jerry's in the wrong, ain't neither one of us, I believe, is going to sit there and be like, "Oh well, Jerry, you was right." Nigga, you had us out here getting tossed the fuck out of clubs over this bullshit.
Right.
Over this bullshit. That's different.
But
That's
guess what?
different. That's different.
But
from-
just like she said, and this
Hold
is
up,
the difference.
hold up.
Hold on.
That's the difference.
Go ahead.
That's the difference. It's a difference between just agreeing with the shit just because that's your people's.
Right.
Or you believe that's sex.
Right.
You
Right.
believe that's sex. That's what happens when we get into a lot of conversations when it comes to women versus men.
Right.
We don't look at actually the situation. We look at, oh, well, men cheat all the time. So what? She cheated on a good guy. Like, he got to eat that shit. Or it's a lot of dumbass shit that is eating with the shit. I've never been cheated on, but I'm just saying. I'm not. I guess I'm not.
They
a
don't
good guy.
leave him, and he's never been cheated on.
They don't.
he got kryptonite
So
somewhere.
he
It's
he
me.
leaves him and cheats on him.
Yeah.
He leaves him and cheats
He
on
got
him.
kryptonite somewhere.
All right.
Watch.
Don't try to swing it on
But-
me.
But
But
that
that's what I'm
goes.
saying,
But
though.
that
It's like,
goes to what
it
Marcy
is what
was
it is.
saying. Like you're, for the most part, if you see Shot swinging in a club,
You're
you're
right.
swinging
Shot.
with her.
And that's
And
talking
more,
more
but guess why?
about
Guess why? Guess why? Because you know her, and you know if somebody brought her to the point where she's swinging, there's a reason, and you're probably
reason.
going to stand side by side with her for that reason. Just like if I see Scott
Absolutely.
swinging in the club, I'm just going to start swinging.
Right.
If I see Rich swinging in the club, I might ask a few questions because he hot. He runs hot. I love him, but we know he runs hot. So
All
I
right.
might be like, yo, I'm swinging, but if this story don't add up at the end of the night, we going to be swinging on him. You know, that's the difference.
Well, Scott,
I'm going to swing with him.
Scott, thank you for having my back, bro.
I got your back.
Thank you for having my back.
I'm going to swing.
I know.
Yeah.
But if that story don't line up and you be like, yo, he brushed the insole of my shoe.
And nah,
And
that's
did-
but
and
that's
did-
not me though. That's not me.
But
It's
guess what?
It's mostly what people say.
At least the
Yeah.
boots up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
But
Shit.
that's all I'm saying. is
Shit,
that,
I'm
you
tossing
know,
niggas over balconies.
Yeah. See?
I'm tossing niggas
And
over
and see, the whole idea is that that young lady in the peanut gallery, when she got to come bail me out, what did you do? I gotta answer it to her. And if that don't mess you up with why she just spent 1,200 and put the house up, I'm gonna be sleeping in my car. Or I'm gonna be sleeping in Mass Creation Studios.
And he ain't the only one, because I got questions that I don't want to answer either.
Right.
But Scott, you seen me in action though. Like,
Yeah.
I just ain't out here just saying shit.
I didn't say you
No,
were.
no. I'm not talking about.
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
I'm just saying, just like generally, that's about knowing your people.
Right.
I only respond to what's been said.
True.
Right.
Like, I ain't starting shit. But that's the thing. That's called character, though.
True.
You gotta expect the character. So, like, for example, if I have a homegirl, right, and she comes to me and be like, "This guy did this to me," the first thing that triggers in my head is this person character.
Right.
Like, who is she as a person?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Before I make any judgment, I believe in a statement. Listen to all people, believe all facts.
Mm-hmm.
Believe all facts. Facts can never lie.
Right.
You can't alter facts. You can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. Facts is fact.
Facts are a lot of times facts are
Facts
hidden.
is facts.
Yeah, they'll hide facts.
Facts are hidden though.
If
They'll hide
100%,
facts.
if next week I'm not here and y'all hear on the news, some guy got arrested for showing his knees. Y'all know exactly I did this shit. Y'all know exactly I did this shit.
The problem wasn't him showing his knees. It's just that he took his pants and underwear off to bring them into view in the middle of a crowded mall, just to prove that he had pretty knees.
Yeah.
By the merry-go-round,
Oh,
where
no.
the Easter
Okay.
bunny
See,
was.
In front of all the kids.
That's when you realize.
With a
That's when
red
you
top.
realize.
Bringing the
Time out. That's when you realize.
The
cur-
orphans
That's
to
when
the
character
to
goes.
see the Easter bunny.
That's when the character goes in. That's when the character goes in and be like, all right, he might have showed his knees, but like by the Mario go around.
In the first,
Lane Bryant? Yes. Yeah. Victoria's
Lane
Secret?
Bryant.
Victoria's Secret? Hell yes.
Oh,
The Mario go around, that's a
Bryant.
little questionable. I don't believe he did that.
I do.
I don't believe he did that. Unless somebody got mad and tossed him over and the Mario go around is
first
underneath.
question: did he have a red cup and what was in it?
Yep. Well,
Right.
he's been doing clear cups lately, so you
So
can
the question
see.
is just a cup.
Yeah.
Like, did he have a cup in his hand?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't my guy.
Yeah.
That was not my guy.
Yeah.
He's
Not
y'all
showing his
lying.
knees.
Y'all lying.
His
Hold
knees
on.
are gonna stay in
I'ma
as
take-
long as
I'ma
he's
take a pause,
drinking.
bro.
As long as he's not drinking.
I
Cut your mic off.
Y'all want to
No. He is crazy.
Something wrong with him.
Yeah. We love
It's
him.
funny that you had to
wrong
remind him to turn off his mic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no,
because 100% he would not have turned off the mic.
and you would be like,
Then you would hear.
he might cut it on just to prove how much of a man he is, and if you do, I will kill you, because he can hear us anyway. But I mean, so that's
Especially Shy keep talking about his knees.
it's a there she go, knees, LOL again. But and this is why we're talking tonight, and this is why we were saying we're men. That's why, because a lot of the stuff is just that simple with us. We are reactionary. It's just how we are built and how we are structured. Lately, and I'd say within the last 20 years, men have been more evolved and more getting into their feelings and being able to go to therapists and being able to tell their significant others exactly how they feel. I have always been like that for the most part. Because when something is on my mind, I'm sure my wife will agree, if it's something negative, I can't sleep. I won't be able to stay in bed more than 2 or 3 hours. I'll be up. I'll be in the other room watching Sports Center at 3 a.m, folding clothes, trying to get through or work through whatever's on my mind. But if it's something positive, I'll sleep through the night with no problems, because I process by thinking. Personally, I think my way through situations, and if it's on my mind, I'm not going to be able to sleep because, your mind needs the rest. And if I'm still processing as I'm trying to go to sleep, it's not going to get the rest. And that's one thing that my wife has grown to notice, and she still sometimes get a little aggravated because she likes to be right there with me and we want to go to sleep together. But now she understands that it's just my way of processing through my feelings and processing through difficult situations. I got to stay up and in the moment, because once I figure it out, it'll be over and I'll be back in the bed again and I'll be asleep. So, I mean, and a lot of times guys just don't give themselves that time to process through their feelings on their own. They'll just keep shrugging it off and saying it'll get better, or I'll make more money by doing doubles. But then you're not home working on your home life, which makes your wife more upset, because sometimes a smaller paycheck and more time makes up for the smaller paycheck. Sometimes, being there and being present in the moment with your significant other is more important than a paycheck. You need that quality time. You need that. And I've learned that over the years because, as soon as I got after my kids, graduated, and it was just me and my wife in the house, I'm learning even more. Like last year was the first year that I made a conscious effort to say yes to every vacation and know that it's okay for Rich or Scott. I know I did that backwards. Scott or Rich to go into the studio and work the studio for me, or do an event for one of my clients for me, because I know that they know what I would do if I was there. So last year, every time my wife family had an event, I was there. Every time my family had an event, I was there. Every time anything was needed, family wise, I was there for them. So that's something that I had to be more cognizant of. And guess what? Now she gives me more leeway and more freedom to do what I need to do. So that's important for you to have that you got to change and grow and adapt. And I was stubborn. Like to this day, I'm not getting on an airplane. I just don't want to ever get back on an airplane because I don't like airplanes. My wife loves airplanes. So she wants to travel. She want to get there in 2 hours so she can spend 10 days there. And I'll drive 4 days so I can spend 4 days there and drive 2 more days back, And we got to find that common ground, because I just, that's one thing that's still a sticking point. But that's minor compared to some things people go through.
I was always scared to get a BKO.
Yeah.
He's talking about a Brazilian knee lift. Y'all don't need to.
Oh my goodness. I was afraid that.
I was always scared. I think I might.
They'll lift your knees and keep your legs the same length.
They'll keep my arms the same length. I'm be tall as shit like this and shit. Right? Still can't reach.
He's scratching his knees up here.
Yeah, my knees gonna be on my gut and shit. Like hey, can you
I should have told them make them longer too.
Yeah.
They just put their knees up and
still exit cat. Hey, you gotta let her. You gotta let her. Hey, tall nigga in the back.
So
no, I remember the dollar. No, I ain't gonna tell. I almost peeled that bitch because I ain't want to ask nobody. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna get that guy on the bill. All right, I'm done.
He climbed up that shelf. You got two boxes of Pampers and stood on them.
I ain't get shit. I pushed the shit in the back. I climbed that motherfucker.
Well, anyway, first of all, I just want to say what's up. We are the Grown Man Clique podcast, and I am J.I. Jerry, This is,
Got T.
and this is,
Your boy Richie Rich is in the building.
and over on the screen, you know that I mean, that is Miss Marcy. So, we are talking about tonight, we're men, that's why. So, hey, you burped in public in the middle of a funeral.
What?
I'm a man, that's why.
Well, that's this.
It's disrespectful, but
Why is it disrespectful? They
I-
dead.
Listen,
they
listen.
can't smell it.
Burp in my funeral. I'm gonna rise up like the Undertaker, like.
I want some.
It's crazy. Nah.
Yeah.
Also, can we bump the stigma of if I do this, right? So pay attention. Pay attention. We out on a date, right? And I do this, right? If I do this, I'm not hiding nothing. I'm giving you my full attention.
True.
I'm giving you my full attention. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't want nothing
What did you
to
just do?
highlight on my phone.
He turned his phone flat upside down.
Yeah. This is-
Like if I'm in a situation where me and my wife are out, I turn my phone down, because if I turn it down, I can't see it brighten up. I can't see it light up. I can't read text messages, emails, nothing. I can't see anything. So I'm giving her my undivided attention.
Right.
It's not because I don't want you to see what's on my phone, because like I told y'all on the other podcast, and people have heard it 100 times, my wife, even though she forgets it, knows the password to my phone. So, I don't have a reason. I don't. Well, nowadays the phones ask you for a password or a passcode, or at least a face or something. So, I mean, and I need her to have that security, because if she needs to go in my phone, for any reason, in an emergency situation, I want her to be able to do it. And that's
Right.
always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep peeping at the screen if it's up, and my wife will be like, "Is that important? What's going on?
And,
Why
and,
you keep looking at your phone?"
and I want to make it clear about that, right? Because I'm no cheater. Black men don't cheat. I'm
2 times it was pictures of his knees. I was like, "Really? Wrong number, Rich." Shit.
oh shit.
Put the red cup down.
Nah,
Back away from the red cup.
No, but also, if a guy is leaving his phone, is that shit might be on do not disturb, and you in his favorites. So you the only one that's gonna get through, regardless. So you ain't gonna get no peepage out of it. At
Yeah.
all.
Well, I mean, I don't have my phone set up to be a secret weapon against women,
No.
signifying. Because,
I know men and I know niggas.
right?
Niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just I'm just putting y'all okay. And also, what else I wanted to about? A man taking his phone into the bathroom while he's taking the shit.
A what?
A man taking a phone in the bathroom while he's taking a shit, right? Sometimes he's just playing games.
Most of the
It's
time,
games.
he just playing games
Or
or
watching
looking at Sports
YouTube.
Center, YouTube, or whatever,
Yeah.
because he's going to be in there for a minute, dear.
Yeah.
That's just nasty.
Now, that's the women coming in.
There we go.
They
I think
hate
there's
us.
a woman in charge of the internet today.
They hate us tonight.
Yeah, but I don't care. See, and that has been the biggest you see, she's on the screen now, because that has been the biggest contention point in our relationship over the last 4 or 5 years. She calls my phone my girlfriend.
Ooh.
I'm like, what? No, it's not.
And maybe we watching porn to find out new moves.
Do you remember when you had to grab an Essence magazine
I'm
or
glad you said it.
or a
Come
GQ
on, I'm
I'm glad you
magazine?
said it.
Come
Or
on.
you remember? Do you remember when people had magazine racks in their bathrooms? Because when you went into their bathroom, you might be there a minute and you need to read a magazine. Reader's Digest was made for the bathroom.
Nah, bro.
Old
That's,
Playboy.
yeah.
But that's different. That's different. But anyway, so we don't need the magazines anymore. We have everything on our phones. We can look at sports numbers. numbers or sports scores. We can look at our internet real quick. We
Or
can
porn.
do or no, we can, but I'm not looking at porn 90% of the time.
You.
I look at porn when I'm driving. Shut up. So
Well, that's dangerous. Okay, time out. Let's make it clear. Most men do
What?
not do that.
Do what?
Hey,
Look at porn while
porn
they driving.
driving.
We
Why
might
not?
think of it,
Why
but
not?
we ain't looking at porn while we driving. That shit is dangerous as hell.
You look down at the stops.
Jesus Christ. Jerry. The views of Jerry looking at porn.
In a world where one man drives with porn on his screen, one man has the most amazing accident in the world.
But nah, before we wrap it up, though,
Mass creator and Cheryl Lee Ralphin, he drove me off the cliff. Produced by Tom Joyner, directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Oh,
A Tyler Perry production.
oh my God.
listen,
Yeah, I mean, when I forget my phone, I'm reading cleaning product ingredients. Right. Which is never going to help unless
Be in there a long
allergic.
time.
Huh?
but
Y'all
I
must
mean,
be in there a
we're
long
not
time
gonna-
doing all that reading and game playing and all that stuff.
we
When you doing the deuce take its time. You can't force the deuce.
we're not gonna act like
You
y'all
know.
don't read those books on the toilet.
That's when you sit there and think about nothing.
Hey.
Nope. I'm thinking about getting it out. Get out. Get out.
I hate,
No.
I hate to do this, but this is who I am.
Yeah.
Y'all know we shit wrong. Like we need a stool in that bitch and just like that's how we supposed to shit. I mean, it's real shit.
Well,
Y'all laughing at
Well,
it.
they say childbirth
honest.
and
It's
they say
honest.
childbirth should be done squatted and not in a prone position,
we do,
not in a laying
we
position,
do a lot of shit
because
wrong.
it puts pressure
we
on
do.
the spine.
Yeah, we
And
do.
they say that they do say we should
Raise your
deuce.
knees.
Yeah,
Because our colon, you know what?
yeah.
I know too. Shut the fuck up, Rich.
He's not
No,
wrong.
you good.
Shut up.
In
I
a
should've done
world
this shit.
where one man hates to shit,
Oh, I love this shit. I done shit in the head a couple times.
a woman teaches him to lift his knees.
I learned that in the barbershop. That was a barbershop talk.
Rich-
That was
Rich
barbershop
Hunt
talk.
and Robin
Remind me
Williams.
never to go to your barber shop.
Rich Hunt
Not
and
Richard
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Williams.
Robin
Givens.
Givens.
Oh,
And
I'm not mad at that.
lift your knees, please.
Robert Givens.
A Don Leone production,
Man,
directed by
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
That's fucked up, yeah. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Lift your knees, please.
Also,
Yeah.
those,
What else you got? What else you got?
those who listen, you gotta realize you're talking to 3 male creators.
Yeah.
Okay, so our minds
Content
ain't,
creators,
our minds
visual
ain't,
artists.
ain't always saying. So if
Duh.
we saying some shit
Yeah.
that you might not disagree with, just remember we're a little fucking crazy. It's a little fucking crazy. That's it.
Which means you're a little fucking crazy too.
So
I'm
if
insane.
so don't take 2 Tylenol PM, drink a beer, and try to
Yeah.
masturbate before you fall asleep.
Yeah, don't ask your guy who's working a 9-to-5 job. Is this true? Like, nah, he ain't gonna agree with us.
I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
But I'm sorry, I just always loved that line from the 40-year-old virgin.
Oh man.
Seth Rogen. He said, "Tonight's going to be a good night. I'm going to go home, take 2 Excedrin PM, and try to masturbate before I fall asleep."
It's fine.
That
You like that line from that movie. I like this your mask. Now both about to get fucked up. I'm coming back.
what was it? Check what did he tell? What did he say to the black guy and his wife?
baby, I don't know him. He a bad
Bad influence.
I don't even know why they hired him. They need to fire him now.
Yo, you need to check your bitch. You gonna let him talk to me like that? You just gonna let him talk to me like that?
Yeah,
The way he said it was so
Oh, shit.
stupid. He was like, "You need to tell her. You need to check your bitch."
But nah. Seriously though, like, we can't live without women though.
Nope.
We can't live without women. So
We can't live without food. We can live without women.
I can't. Yeah, y'all on your own.
No, I'm talking
y'all-
about pure
y'all-
existence. I
y'all-
didn't say it'd be fun.
I'd be damned if I want some bearded man. No.
I see. And he
Y'all-
says I was wrong saying that everything that he says ends up being revolved around sex.
Yeah, but we can't live without it.
We can't live without. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to live without a woman.
Two women without a man.
Two men cannot
woman.
produce a baby without a woman.
I mean, without a woman, and two women can't produce a baby without a man. Like, we need each other.
Threesomes aren't needed to produce babies. You just need one and one.
Yeah, but semen is and eggs.
Right. You need
Semen and eggs.
you need sausage and eggs to make a baby.
Each
Right.
other. That sounds like breakfast.
Most of the time, it starts off as breakfast or it starts off as a meal.
See, damn it! I knew the first test tube baby was gonna be a problem. Knew that was gonna be a problem.
And then y'all said, "Oh, let's ask the first test tube baby to have a podcast."
It's the TTB
Oh, my God.
podcast with Test Tube Baby.
Oh,
Test
my
tube
God.
babies in the building.
In the world.
But no. That's my opinion though. Like, you know, I love women, but
I
it's
love
ego.
lamp.
It's ego versus pride for me.
I love lamp.
I don't know what that means. Like, it's ego versus pride.
That's one of them private things. I ain't even.
No, that's another movie.
I have no idea.
That's
The
their movie.
Anchorman.
That's their movie. They got hidden cameras.
Anchorman.
Ain't none of us seen that yet.
Not even us.
So talk about Anchorman.
The Legend of Ron Burgundy. You don't remember that?
No, Jerry.
Brock Leckman. He was the
Jerry,
what's his name? Was the 40-year-old
Don't-
version was the weatherman.
don't ever bring VHSs.
VHS is. Oh my God!
I was
Shut
gonna
up.
say Anchorman on that shit. Come up, all I'm gonna see is a shit. And I'm gonna see Jerry.
Ahoy!
This ain't the movie I'm watching. Bye. It's over.
In a world where a man brings a VHS tape in and tells you to watch it, one woman goes crazy. It's porno of every woman she's ever known in her life with this man.
Yeah, we definitely over topic, but have y'all ever put like what? Oh, yeah, no,
No, that's the peanut butter and chocolate on the nipples. He was getting ready to go there. See, y'all thought I would be making this shit up, but that's his brain on no drugs. Imagine if he was tripping on mushrooms.
I would never.
Pet the fairy wall. Shit,
I would never.
he'd be petting a fairy dog with a
I
coat
would
hanger.
I would never. My favorite color is green.
I love lamp. Are you just saying you love an inanimate object to say that you love something?
What?
I love lamp. You can't love a lamp. I love lamp. Okay, you love lamp.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my gosh, that was one of the
No, that was-
stupidest
that
lines
was
from
that was
movie.
Steve Carell. I
Yeah,
remember the
Steve
shit now.
Carell.
I remember the shit now.
Yeah.
I was like, the shit sound familiar, but like, what the fuck is he talking about? Had to catch me. Like, okay.
I'm over
You're
here so
talking about
confused. I'm
before
trying to
that.
understand men, and y'all just confuse me even more.
Bro, my mind went everywhere else. Like,
I stabbed a man with a trident.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
may
I
want to
remember
lay
that
low
shit.
for a few days.
yeah, I remember that.
Brick. That movie was dumb. I love it. I actually have a Ron Burgundy brass bust that my son bought me because I know just about every line from that movie. Did you ever see the remix movie where KR. I mean, not KR's one. What's his name from? They
Yeah, I
did
was about to
Anchor.
say.
They
what?
did Anchorman remix movie, and
I was about to say, you
Public
talking about-
Enemy was in it.
You talking about Crush Groove?
No, Public. They did one with Public Enemy was actually in the movie.
What?
Yeah, it's a remix movie.
Oh,
So,
I had no idea.
it wasn't very good, but they tried.
Man, shoot.
You can't do the same story two different ways and make it funny to me. But it was a lot of like other funny moments, but they didn't tie into the original movie.
We way out
So-
subject, but I gotta ask this question.
Yeah,
What's your favorite parody movie?
parody movie Airplane.
Okay. Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the pilot, and the little boy is like, "You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar."
Yeah, what's your favorite parody? What about you, Scotty?
The original Scary Movie.
Really? That's wild. That's wild. What about you, Marcy?
Yeah, I'm going with Scott. The scary movie.
Oh, that's crazy. So we got something in common. Mine ain't Scary Movie. I love Scary Movie to death, right? But I got two, and
Scream.
it's tied. It's two that's tied. I'm gonna get you,
Okay.
sucker,
Oh,
and don't be a menace in South Central. while still drinking
without
your juice in the hood.
I like
No,
those,
don't be a menace. That's a good one.
That
but-
shit is
but
crazy.
see, that shows my age because like I'm thinking Airplane, and my other one is one that my brother got me hooked on, and that's Blazing Saddles,
oh my God.
which was a
Blazing-
Western parody.
Blazing Saddles was insane.
Hilarious. History of the World Part 1 was funny
Oh,
as hell
yeah.
too. Like all of those Monty Python movies were hilarious.
I tell you, the Wayans brothers are a killer.
Yeah,
When it
their
comes to
movies are,
parody.
but that's just like right now. Where are the funny movies? Everything is about heavy shit. Everything's about self-discovery, and nothing is funny.
No,
They're afraid to be funny now because
that's not necessarily true.
what
The problem is,
what
hold
movie
on,
was
I figured
funny?
This,
I'm
I figured this out.
asking.
No, I figured this out.
But you're not telling
Unless
me what movie funny.
unless it's cinematic, like Marvel, or like a event movie. There's no reason to go to the theaters, right? Funny and romantic comedies live on streaming. So because it's not a movie that we have to go see no more, and we got streamings, we are letting a lot of shit just die.
We aren't. You're not telling me
that's
what's
it.
funny. I just asked what's funny. You didn't tell me a funny movie because you may have looked at one and it's not memorable.
Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg.
What, Time Off or whatever?
Yeah.
Me Time?
Me
I saw
Time.
that, but
It's
that was
funny.
okay. It was okay.
Yeah, that
I'm
wasn't-
talking about those
But
not.
Jerry, when it comes to funny,
Yeah.
right, you don't even like Martin.
I-
It's like, you don't even like Martin, dog. like so.
Which is funny because he don't even like Martin.
I know he
Right, I
don't.
don't. Right, I
Like-
don't.
Like so, it's hard. It's
But
hard.
wait a minute.
It's hard to talk to
Hold
you
on,
about what's
hold on.
funny.
No, but I love his stand up. I didn't like the show. I didn't say Martin Lawrence wasn't funny. Martin Lawrence is funny. Bad Boys, funny. His life, funny. Movies, funny.
But-
Stand up, funny.
Martin wasn't
But
funny.
Martin, the series never made me laugh. It wasn't that my kind of series, so I didn't watch it.
What's your favorite series?
My favorite, what? Comedy
series.
series?
Yeah.
What show? It wasn't really a comedy, but it was I lived and breathed with. But Different World was amazing.
Different World was a sitcom.
Yeah, which is funny, but it had so many poignant moments from the Black college experience and different things that
Oh,
went on.
yeah,
You know,
no,
you
there
know,
is.
they tackled a lot of difficult subjects with class and humor,
So,
and I loved it.
so I'm gonna get to that. Hangover is one of the last movies that actually where we had to go see. That was
That
an
was
event.
funny,
Right.
and it
That was
was
an event movie though.
two of them.
That was an event.
The third one
Streaming
was
wasn't
about the
streaming wasn't
money.
really around, or it wasn't really taking off.
True.
Right.
I mean, the first time I saw Hangover, I was at Blockbuster
Okay. Yeah.
before it died.
Okay.
Damn, right.
Yeah,
before that.
yeah. So
Right.
Hangover was around that generation. How High also.
Oh my God.
How
yeah.
High was a
Mhm.
movie that you had to rent and or you had to go to the
Right.
movies to see.
Right.
Right.
Right. Now back to Different World, right?
Right.
that was a sitcom that spoke on a lot of shit. Martin was satire. Martin was satire where it was just
No, you
hilarious.
But if we
we
go
ain't
to
old.
if we go to satire like comedy like on TV, then it would always be Saturday Night Live. But I was watching Saturday Night Live in the
sketch comedy,
golden
though.
days.
But that's sketch comedy.
That's basically what Martin was. Yeah,
No.
I watched a reunion show and he said he based his show off of sketch comedy shows that he wanted
for his
to
characters, but
No,
the
no.
whole show in general, Martin had a synopsis and shit, right? It was about him and Gina. They had different shit. Like even when it came to him and Gina breaking up, Martin had like a little small story, but it wasn't serious. Like Martin had 2 episodes where when they went to go from getting married, from when they wasn't married,
Right.
from when they was getting engaged, from when they wasn't engaged.
What is Oh Sorry to Bother You?
That shit is hilarious.
I never
That
done
shit
that.
is hilarious. And
See? Now see?
Now, I gotta say though, but when it was in the theaters though,
Which movie
don't
is
even
that? That's
remember
not
it.
the
Alright,
one
so-
where
I
the
don't
guy
even
was
remember it in the movie.
the black guy was telemarketer, is it?
yes.
That shit was funny as fuck. Where he
What?
kept changing.
But where
the
did you
guy,
watch it at? Where
Huh?
you watch it at?
I watched it on TV.
Stream.
But it doesn't matter if
Stream.
it's funny.
But
I
that's
want to
where
see it.
that's where it is. Most of the funniest shit that we saw
It was
saw
him,
growing
Danny
up.
Glover.
We had to go to the movies to see.
It was the guy from the Western movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
What is
But-
his
but-
name
but- but
though?
it-
I want to.
but it excelled when it got to streaming. That's it.
Yeah.
We grew up in the 8. Well,
Let's use
y'all-
our white people voice. Dig
Y'all
deep
grew up.
inside and act like you have good credit. I was
Yeah.
like, wow. Hi, Mr. Johnson. How are you? I hope I'm not bothering you right
Shit,
now, but I'd
shit.
like to tell you about something that we got for you.
The shit was hilarious.
Yeah, and it was done very well.
Yeah.
But that's
Martin
one
was
of
done.
that's a satirical
Martin
comedy.
was
I
done.
need to go. I need to go watch it. I
Yeah.
don't know. There's a
Oh,
whole
oh,
bunch.
sorry to bother you was funny
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Danny
I haven't
Glover.
even heard of that. I want to see that.
Yeah, and they were telemarketers. So it was really funny.
Let me ask you this. Did
Yeah.
you like All in the Family?
All in the Family was okay, but that was more of my parents' type of shit, not me really. I mean, I can
I grew up with my grandma.
now the Jeffersons because that was going more towards my era or when I was, able to stay up till 8:30 and watch it. That was funny to me. Oh my God, Sherman Hemsley, Amen was funny. 227 was funny.
But you don't like Martin. Like,
No.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
No,
Do you like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
the original series up until the 4th season, then it got weird. It got weird. It wasn't as funny. It was a lot of people proving that they could write funny, and it wasn't. They were in the first 4 series. They were finding their comedic moments, and Will was growing as an actor, and he became a really good actor. And they started making everything heavy, and it's sort of what happened in the Different World. The 5th season of Different World was kind of like. I know they got to leave college and go on and everything, but they didn't keep it funny. It got very heavy. And that was after Debbie
Yeah.
Allen had left.
Yeah,
Debbie
yeah.
Allen had always kept it a balance. So, yeah, I'm into television, and I'm in definitely Sanford and Son was one of the most funny
The
sitcoms
funniest.
ever.
Yeah.
Yes, Red
Wow.
Fox and Damon Williams. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Woo.
all I'm gonna say here is
Chico and the Man.
Says,
Chico
wow.
and
the-
the man.
Chico-
Chico, don't be
Chico and the Man.
discouraged.
Chico
Yeah.
and the Man was funny.
Yeah,
Chico and the man was good.
All of
yeah.
one of the
What about What's
best.
Happening? Did y'all like What's Happening?
What's Happening was great.
Oh my
What's
God.
Happening was great because that was an
This
all
shit's
black
funny.
cast.
This shit is funny. Like, yeah, okay.
Wait, no,
Well, all
that,
right.
that specifically wasn't funny, but that was a good cast. Shirley
Yeah.
Hemphill, she was a stand-up
What?
comedian for forever, and she was killing it. She's
Mhm.
very funny. That's my mama.
What about Hanging with Mr. Cooper? Did y'all like
Hanging
No.
this,
Hanging
No.
with Mr. Cooper?
No.
Mark
Hanging
Curry.
Mr. Cooper. Time
Mark-
out. Time out.
Mark-
Time out.
It's
Mark
an
Curry-
age thing. It's an
Yeah,
age
Mark-
thing
Hanging
Mark Curry's-
with Mr. Cooper is funny as fuck.
for your age group.
Jamie Foxx is funny as
Jamie
fuck.
Foxx show was funny.
But you don't like Martin.
No.
Do you know he got these characters from Martin?
No, he didn't.
He said it.
Well, if he did, they were funnier than Martin's. So,
He said it.
but I'm not knocking you for liking it. You make it sound
Nah,
like
I'm
I'm
just
the
saying.
detriment to black
I'm
society
not-
because
I just
don't
can't see
like
how anybody
Martin.
can watch a
I
Martin
don't like the
episode and
Martin
not
show.
laugh.
The show. I didn't like the show. I like Martin Lawrence as an actor and comedian. Don't get mad at me, Martin. I just didn't watch your show with any vigor. It wasn't there for me. Sorry.
I'm calling bullshit. I feel like if we put Martin show on right now, Jerry's going to laugh. I know he's going to try not to laugh to prove a point, but I feel like
No,
he's gonna
Jerry,
laugh.
if it's funny, Jerry cannot not laugh. Am I lying, Peanut Gallery? Thank you. If
So
it's funny,
Peanut Gallery, he never laughed at Martin.
she never saw
the
me
show?
watch it. I never watched it.
Oh, so you don't even know if you really like it
No,
or not.
I tried it. How do you not? I don't like flying because I tried flying and I don't like it. I always give something a try. If people say this is funny, you need to watch it. This is good, you need to try it. I try it, and then if it's not
I don't
good,
agree with that.
I don't like liver.
I never wore high heels. and
hate
can tell
liver.
you
I don't like
that
okra.
shit.
but that's different. That has nothing to do with a human experience on a male level. That's wearing high heels.
High heels.
Wearing
I
high
don't know where that
heels.
came from. You already random.
Right. RAF, random as fuck. That's him. Sorry. But that's the key.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
know,
he-
and
Yeah,
And-
the Prince moment.
yeah.
Nope. I got
Coming to America
I got-
too.
That's true. That is really true. Yes, I did. Coming to America 2 was good. It wasn't as super funny as the original, but they kept true to the characters,
Yeah.
and it was okay. It was okay.
They did a really good job at trying to update and keep the material fresh, but
Mhm.
it wasn't needed.
That is the key, I think, to why I didn't like Martin, because it's also the key to why I didn't like Flip Wilson, and it's also the key to why I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry. I have
Did you
never
just say-
liked shows geared around men dressing up and portraying women. I don't know what
Jerry, that's-
we're listen, it's nothing wrong with it. They've been doing it for years and it's not like a black thing with me, or it's not like stereotyping or anything like that. I just can't get with it. I just never got the energy for wanting to do that and make it and it's not funny to me. I'm sorry.
I actually agree with that because of Martin, and a lot of it has been funny. I've seen a lot of it.
So y'all
Should-
ain't
But
like,
your Shanae wasn't that funny to
Shanae
you.
was
But-
not
but
one of the
but-
characters
but-
that
so
I
Big
found
Mama
funny.
House wasn't funny to y'all.
it was good and it was funny, but that's a movie, not a show, a television show. I just liked the movie because it was okay, but I didn't go to the movies to see it.
Hey, you know
I watched it on
you know I
TV
love you, man.
years
I love you,
later.
man.
Yeah,
We've been on this podcast.
yeah.
You really want to say what you just said
What?
about like, that's not funny.
What wasn't funny?
Dressing as a woman.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about your costume. I know you're gonna talk about Halloween.
It's
Right.
like you did it. It's like
But I didn't do it for laughs. It was a Halloween costume, and I did it once, and
For
I never did it
entertainment.
again.
it's for
But I wasn't
entertainment.
entertaining anybody. I did it,
But that's what they're doing. They're doing it for entertainment.
but I don't do
The
it.
same reason why you did it, they did it.
But they continue to do it, and I didn't do it to have it filmed, and I didn't do it to try to make a point.
Yeah,
I did it.
their entertainment reaches the masses. His Halloween costume just reached that party.
Right. And only the people who were at that party.
No.
Yeah,
Stop
you
it.
didn't see
No,
it.
I didn't.
You
I
didn't
didn't.
see it.
I didn't
You
know
didn't
that.
see it.
I agree with you. Shanae was
Yeah.
not funny. You know who the funniest character was? What was the little
Security guard.
snotty nose
Otis.
the
Oh,
little,
boy,
the
Ron
little
Jeremy.
boy.
oh yeah.
little
What's
boy.
his name?
or Martin?
Yeah.
What's his name? I know who you talking about with the snot hanging out his nose. I've
Wasn't
seen
it
the
Roscoe?
characters.
Was it
Roscoe.
Roscoe?
Yes, it was Roscoe. I've seen the characters.
And none of this shit funny to you.
No.
Okay.
I did like Man from Toronto as well. That was really good.
Man, I haven't seen a lot of
Oh,
movies.
somebody
was
said
Kevin.
Jerome.
It was
Yeah.
Because like, yo,
But he
I'm
wasn't that
lost.
funny in the movie. I think the movie was written well.
Jerome.
Man from Toronto, Kevin Hart was
Jerome.
not that funny, but the movie moved well. And it made it interesting enough for me to sit through.
All right, you know what?
Me Tom was funny. Me Tom was way more funnier than Man from Toronto. I think if he didn't have what's his name from Cheers as the
Manson?
no, the other one.
I got
Woody Harrelson.
Oh.
If he didn't have Woody Harrelson in that movie wouldn't have been funny.
I got a
Woody
question.
Harrelson was raucous in that
I got
movie.
a question, and I
Yeah.
know for a fact this is both of y'all age.
Yeah.
Did y'all not like In Living Color?
I loved it.
Loved
Living
Living
Color.
Color.
Because it was
I loved
groundbreaking.
Living
It
Color.
was
Didn't find-
Friday night.
No,
it was
no,
energy.
no.
It
I know
was-
where you're
In
going.
Living Color
Did-
was my shit
did
too.
not-
but I
Did
was
not
just saying,
find Jim Carrey's character
They're funny.
funny. I didn't find that sketch funny.
the
Which one?
the girl
Vera.
yeah.
y'all found Wanda funny.
No.
You know what? No.
Anything
you
that
got a point.
satirizes. I know what you're
you
saying,
got a
but
point.
that
You got a
the
point. there.
satirical thing where men are dressing as women doesn't work with my comedy and how I view comedy. That's not saying that other people don't get it and don't have a right to laugh at it. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying it doesn't appeal to me.
Rich. From here, Wanda's the only character that I can think of. Eddie Murphy on down. His is the only character that
Eddie
I actually
Murphy
found
when he
funny.
was in the Clumps
all of
as
them.
his mother.
and
That was funny.
No, of his grandmother. Yeah,
Grandmother.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
funny.
No, that was funny. That was
his
funny.
grandmother.
Right.
No,
but
I didn't find his
He
mother
played, he
funny.
played a couple cards.
Yeah, he did.
But I liked it. You can't judge me because I liked
I'm not
Eddie
judging
Eddie
nobody. I'm just
Murphy's
curious.
characters over the ones that you like them all. But
I like them all.
I
They
don't.
all of the shit
I
was
just
funny.
don't.
All of this shit is funny to me.
You know, that's why I mean, like, I didn't read
Who
comic
was your
books. for
favorite?
it.
Who was your favorite character on Living Color?
Who mine?
Fire Marshal Bob.
Bill.
Fire
Marshal
the fire.
I like the
Fire Marshal.
I like the homeless guy with the
Homie, don't play that.
No. She talking about
Who-
the homeless
no, the
shopping. The home.
Oh,
the homies-
homeboy shop.
The
the
Homeboy
homeless
shopping network. Cop out. That was good.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Homie the clown on Living Color. Definitely, I love that shit. But I ain't gonna lie, yo. This is gonna be so. I ain't trying to be controversial.
What?
I can't think of the woman comedian. She was white, but the one who did the apartment shit when she was bringing like different races, and she was like, "Oh, you gonna love this spot? There's fried chicken in the corner and there's gunshots every day." Yo, I used to die off that shit. Yeah.
Tracy Morgan stand up is hilarious. I do like Tracy Morgan's and movies, like when he has that feature role in movies where he comes and he's funny.
Yeah. Shout out to Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan when he was Hustle Man and Martin.
That's crazy.
He was in Martin.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was because he was
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
special.
Yeah,
We
he
watched.
was.
was in Martin.
Yeah,
Hustle Man.
Tom.
Oh yeah, no, he was on Martin before Brother Man was. Brother Man from the Fifth Floor.
Cop Out was good.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen a movie called Let's Be Cops?
What?
It's called Let's Be
Let's
Cops.
be cops. That was hilarious.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that
How
was
did-
funny.
Wait,
That shit is.
they he bought. No, you gotta
All
watch
day.
it if you haven't seen.
I haven't seen
That
it.
is
Yo, Let's Be
Let's Be Cops
It
is
comes
hilarious.
on. It comes on. It's like, what
It's-
about that commercial that you did? I have herpes. Like,
What? Yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
Aren't
Leslie
you the
Cox is funny
herpes
as shit.
guy?
Yeah, when they was reading the text message, when they
That was like
responded.
Channing Tatum, wasn't it?
No,
No.
that's the white guy from New Girl and Damon Wayans son.
Yeah,
Damian Wayans.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
that was
Y'all
funny.
ever watch New Girl?
The show New Girl with what's her name? Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Or whatever the chick.
Yeah, from Elf. Zoe Deschanel played the Will Ferrell's girlfriend.
I never saw Elf, but
You never saw Elf?
I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan.
It don't matter.
No.
Elf was funny as fuck.
I didn't.
Yeah, Elf is-
See, so he don't like Will Ferrell, who I
I didn't
love,
say I didn't like
and
him.
I don't.
I just said I'm not a big fan of him.
Right, which means you don't steer towards his movies if
I
he
mean-
happens to be in them. What was the one where
I like the one with
Kevin Hart? I see he
Yeah.
that's that common denominator thing. It's like certain people
Kevin
like I
Hart.
love Will Ferrell.
I love my culture.
I love my culture too. I said a lot of stuff that was of black culture, but I also like good comedy.
Also,
What about Soul
I-
Man with
That was
Bernie
funny.
Mac?
That was funny.
That was
That
funny.
was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Jackson, yes.
I don't think I've seen a role that Bernie Mac has played that hasn't
Been
been
funny.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Mr. 3000.
Mr. 3000 was funny.
It was okay.
It was funny to
Mr.
an extent,
3000.
but it was a good
Well,
movie.
see,
I liked the movie in
Yeah,
as
I
a
didn't
whole.
see
the-
Mr.
You like the
3000.
movie, but I'm talking about like rolling on the floor.
Oh no, no,
laughing
but
and-
that's
yeah,
what
no.
I'm saying. The comedy
Yeah.
era has changed. Like I'm waiting to see this new Eddie Murphy movie, and hopefully, him and Zach Galifianakis
I
can
hope
make
people
me
enjoy it.
laugh. They got a movie that's coming out on
That's
Netflix
not
at the end of
Zach
this month.
Galifianakis. That's Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Zach Galifianakis directed it or produced it.
Kenyon Burris directed that.
Who? But one of them. What is?
Produced it.
But he has Zach got something coming out too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I know this. You talking about you people?
Yeah.
Yeah, you people.
I'm
is-
hoping
is-
that
is
it's
the
gonna
kind of-
live up to the billing because I'm sorry. I need the racial tension comedy because that's when you know you aren't afraid to bridge those lines to make people want to laugh. You know,
Cop Out wasn't that funny.
Cop Out was funny, but it
No,
wasn't
it's
like
not, bro.
knee slapping, spit your drink out type of funny.
I'm trying to think. What Tracy Morgan movie? I like his show.
You know what I didn't like? Are we frozen?
With Tiffany.
Now you're back.
Oh, good.
I didn't like. You remember that show, The Real Housewives, The Real House Husbands?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was
With,
funny.
Oh,
I
on
love
Hollywood?
that.
You watching that?
I love that. You Mitch.
I couldn't stand it.
I thought it was
Hey,
so.
hold on.
I thought it was
Because I
so
don't like.
over
Was
the
Gary
top.
Owen on there? Was Gary
Yeah.
Owen on there? I don't
Gary
like
Owen
him.
was on there for a little.
Why you don't like Gary
Yeah.
Owens?
I
Why you
don't
don't
know.
like
Why
There's
you
a
Gary
don't
lot
like
of
Gary
reasons I don't
Owen?
Talk
like
about-
him.
Talk about,
Owen, no
do you,
S.
Do you not like Gary Owen now because? Of
No,
the
I
whole-
never liked Gary Owen. I
I thought
never
he was
liked him.
funny.
Because of what? Because he divorced his wife.
He cheated on his wife and then he divorced her.
So that
And it
happens
was
in
a
any.
I
a
don't
lot
like
of
his wife that
relationships.
much
That was a black-
either.
Huh?
I
He's a
don't like
black
his
one.
wife. So
I don't even know his wife.
Frozen was funny as hell to me. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. Frozen
What is
was
Frozen?
the cartoon. The
Oh, never
movie.
saw it. Didn't have a chance. Didn't have a reason to watch it.
Life is
Life was
Life is one of
the
my
most funny
favorite-
movies
Life
ever.
movies.
was hilarious.
Listen.
that is yeah.
Still can't
Life,
have my
Harlem
cornbread.
Nights, all of
Oh
those
my
are like
God.
classics. Yeah.
Life
Yes.
was hilarious.
Life is funny.
He-
So,
Still can't have my
Mhm.
cornbread. Got that last punch in.
Yeah, you can watch Life over and over again.
The room.
life
with
without being in jail.
Jesus.
Life gave you a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
I love life. And I think that's what they did. They did that community of comedians at that time.
I'm the pappy.
Did that a lot.
They all came together and made blockbuster movies, and usually
Not just blockbuster movies, but they gave you lessons
Yeah.
inside of it.
But all of those movies were basically spearheaded by Eddie Murphy's production company. You know that.
Yeah.
Because he was all about making sure giving roses to comedians and people from like Robin Harris, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, what's her name? The
But-
black lady.
But you understand, we can't give roses now because if we give roses to the women comedians, they ain't never coming out their
You
locker
talking
room.
about Della Reese?
Della Reese, who I actually met in life. I actually talked to Della
Ooh.
Reese.
Really?
Y'all gonna let that?
Yes,
Y'all gonna
she
let
was
that die?
amazing.
Y'all gonna
She
let
was
that die?
amazing.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Y'all gonna let that die?
she was doing a play
With Della
here
Reese?
in Maryland, and I was really young. It was I think right around the time me and Sheila met, and I was working. No, we were married, and I was working at the Renaissance Hotel, which later or it was the Stouffer Hotel, and it became the Renaissance. I was working there when it was the Stouffer Hotel, and she was there, and I was in the lobby talking to her while she was waiting for her limo, and I got to talk to her for like 15, 20 minutes. It was really cool.
I only had one celebrity moment.
You ever talk to her about Touched by an Angel?
No,
Good.
because I never watched Touched by an Angel.
I had to watch it. See, I was raised by my
Blue
grandma.
Streak that was Martin Lawrence.
Blue
wasn't it?
Streak was funny.
Yeah,
as
that was
hell.
good.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle, come on.
Yeah. Oh, that was the last comment. Yep. So, yeah.
Man with two brains.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Major Pain.
Major Pain was funny as shit.
Major
That's
Pain
the
was
first time.
funny. Yeah, that
Let me tell you.
I'm in the killing business, and business is good.
Let me tell you. That's the first movie where I realized I was like, Hillary Banks ain't dumb as shit.
yeah.
No, she not. And she's beautiful. She was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, you knew she was
Yeah.
beautiful.
What's the one movie that you could watch over and over and over again?
Porn. I mean,
Welcome to The Rock.
Check.
The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. I can watch that movie at any point and not. Hey, what's up, Grizz?
Yo, what up, bro?
welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
I literally can watch The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery at any point and watch it to the end. The other movie like that is Con Air
Oh, Con Air.
and
Con
Face
Air.
Off.
Face Off. Face Off. Yes, definitely Face
Face-
Off.
Other movie like that is
Right.
Con Air
Here I go.
Con Air.
and Face Off.
Face
Face
Off.
Off.
Face Off. Yes, definitely Face
Face
Off.
Off.
Other movie like that is
Right.
Con Air
Here I go.
and Face Off.
Face
Face
Off.
Off.
Face Off. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Other movie like that is
Come
Con
on.
Air
Here I go.
and Face Off.
There you go. This is-
Face Off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you getting feedback, Grizz. You good now?
Grizz, you got a lot of feedback, brother.
So
Ghost in the Machine.
Come
he
back,
went out
come
and coming back in.
So I'm not ashamed because I done said it on Grizzly Podcast. I done said it on here.
American Pie. Yeah.
I done
Yeah.
said it. I done said it
Up
on
until
here
3.
1,000.
4 and all of those spinoffs were getting weaker. They were just the campy movie. I love the campy movies because the biggest campy movie that I even talked about it was I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. That's the name of the movie. I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. And that movie, it had me crying, laughing to the point where I was watching it at like
I
3
still
o'clock
ain't
in the
said-
morning, and I had the bed shaking, and Sheila cursed me out because I could not stop watching it, and I was just laughing my butt off. It was so funny. So
I tell you, I done said this shit. I done said this shit on Grizzly. I done said this shit on here. A movie that I can watch nonstop.
The Bodyguard.
Fuck no. Fuck. But that's close. That's close to the movie that I'm about to see.
That Sheila movie.
It's Grease.
I wanna run
Grease.
to you. Grease, yeah. I
I
got
can watch that shit.
chills.
You
They're
got
multiplying.
I can watch that
you
shit.
got a lifelong
And
hate
Have
I'm
for
y'all seen that movie, Good Boys?
So it's funny. It's funny that you said that, right?
you got a
Because
lifelong-
100%.
you got a
I didn't
lifelong hate
care.
for Rizzo.
Listen. I didn't care about Sandy. I ain't care about Frenchie. I ain't care about none of them motherfuckers. I wanted fucking Rizzo. That's it.
What's her name? Stockard Channing.
I wanted Rizzo.
I like the dark haired girls. The
No,
blondes.
it wasn't about that. It was her
me.
character.
I like
Right.
yeah.
It was her character.
Swag.
I said
that swag.
that's what I
Yeah.
want. And if you talk to my sister, she'll tell you. She'll like, that's why you like hood chicks.
Yep.
That's why you like hood chicks.
Yep.
What were
It's
you
like,
saying,
yo.
Marcy?
That
you
movie,
were
Good
about to say-
Boys, with the 3 little boys who went to the kissing party.
Did I see
You
that?
haven't seen
Yeah,
that?
I
Oh,
did
it was
see
so
that.
funny.
That was good. That
What
was
is it
fun.
called?
That was fun. Where the,
Good
and the
Boys.
cops.
Yeah.
And the cops were
Yeah.
chasing them. Yeah, that was fun.
It's called The Boys.
The Good Boys.
Good Boys. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what movie is very satisfying?
Movie game up.
Huh?
Y'all.
You know what movie is very satisfying?
What?
The Django.
Django and Chain? Yeah.
It's very
I love
satisfying
watching
to me.
Django. Yeah.
It's very satisfying. To
Them
me.
MFers was flying though. And the Enners.
I don't care.
The Enners was flying.
It's something about a slave killing slave owners.
And doing it legally. And doing it legally.
Yeah. Fuck
That's
legally.
the whole idea. He had the legal right to do
The
what
whole
he was
get
doing.
back. The whole get back is real
Yeah.
satisfying. Yeah.
That and
The
birth.
kind of movies I can watch over and over are like Cooley High and Claudine and stuff like that.
Yeah. Claudine is
So
a
you like to cry.
masterpiece.
So you like to cry. You like to have a good cry.
Well, I'm a girl.
Last cry
I see. I understand.
For I leave it all
Honestly.
behind.
I watch Cooley High to a certain point, then I'd be like, just
You
like
gotta turn off because you cry too.
it is.
I only saw it once.
You're right. I will.
You only saw Cooley High
It is.
once?
It is. You know what
Yep.
a movie? You know what a movie that really get me emotional, and I'm man enough to say it. Cornbread Earl and me. The
Cornbread.
Yeah, I hate watching that.
Cornbread.
That's a movie that I won't turn off. But as soon as I be watching, I'll be like, oh, that shit gets to me.
Yeah.
Cornbread Earl and me gets to me. Thank you, Aunt Nita. That was show me that.
Oh, well, I was trying to
Somebody
give
texted me and
Grizz
said, what
topic.
about Harlem Nights? Harlem Nights is a good one.
Oh yeah,
I can watch
definitely.
over and over
Yeah,
again,
we
too.
said
Yeah,
Harlem
that's
Nights,
a
but
classic.
I'm either stupid campy comedy and I love that, or I love really good, well written action. I mean, I'll watch the other stuff, but like, gosh, Con Air, Face Off,
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow, Demolition Man, Corbin Brunson, Multibass, Fifth Element. Those movies were amazing. I mean, just loved them.
The Three Shells. What?
Yeah, we still don't know what to do with them damn 3 shells.
Everything is Taco Bell. Yes, the restaurant
Listen.
wars. They're the only one that survived.
Yeah, because nobody was.
You can remember movie lines like no one else.
We can.
Women too.
What kind of meat is this? You don't see no cows, do you?
So hold up.
Ratones.
Hold up,
No.
What?
Hold up, brothers. Hold up, brothers.
We
done
remember
talked-
soundtrack.
Yeah, I do. Y'all really.
I'm gonna
Marcy, you done
run
took it.
to
You done took it out my mouth. Pause. But you just took it out. I was about to say that. I was literally.
And I
was
absolutely
literally about to
hate
say that.
Practicing
I
your pickle
absolutely
gutting,
hate musicals.
Rich?
Huh?
hate
Practicing your pickle gutting.
You like the
Oh.
Wiz? Come on,
Please.
Jerry.
No,
You
Wow.
can't. Hold on. How you go? You can't win, child. You can't get
He
up.
said he's leaving because you
can't
called him
get
Jerry.
up the
Wow.
I'm sorry, T.
The highest compliment you got tonight. You can
Or
walk off the
flash
screen.
some oil too. I could tell you I can sing every, on my playlist when I take road trips,
down
the
my
Wiz
spine.
soundtrack, the Diana Ross version, and the Stephanie Mills version. I have
Of what?
Home
Oh,
from the Wiz.
from the Wiz.
No, the
I'm
whole soundtrack, not just Home, the whole soundtrack.
My
Wow.
mother loves Stephanie Mills, and
Yeah.
she can't do nothing wrong in my mother eye.
I don't think Stephanie ever did anything wrong. So
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she's
do
queen.
anything wrong.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
a
she's
Christmas song
perfect.
where she did a lot of that.
She pooped and doesn't have to wipe.
Yeah,
That's how perfect
clearly.
Stephanie is.
Clearly, when I'll tell you, that generation loves Stephanie Mills, and I'll be just
That's
sitting
true.
back and be like, yeah, okay.
And
I'm
she
that
was
generation.
cute. And she was
And she was
cute.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right now with Patrice Russian. Patrice Russian can't do anything wrong.
Oh
Yeah.
man, what?
She's cute too.
They still didn't know
You don't
about
even know who
Luther.
you don't even know who Patrice Russian is, do you, Rich?
I did know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
She hit notes.
I
like
was
Minnie
raised by
Riperton.
old folks. Can't help myself.
People don't realize how Patrice Russian was hitting notes like Minnie Riperton.
So
Not often.
So is that better?
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna
Bro.
go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah.
and say this: two movies that I hate,
What?
and it's in our culture.
Okay.
Two movies that I hate.
Go ahead.
Clearly, it's gonna be Love and Basketball. That's gonna be top one.
Wow.
It's a horrible fucking movie.
To you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you really watch that movie for what it is, you understand this is a bad messaging.
Go ahead. What's
It's
the
a
next
bad
movie?
fucking-
What's the next movie?
Love Jones.
Okay.
Love Jones. Both
Okay.
of the movies suck ass. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
Fuck
Damn.
y'all. I'm gonna stand my ground.
Martin was shit. Fuck you.
That's not mine.
I know, but Martin was shit. I don't like
No,
Martin. Fuck you. You gonna fuck me because I don't.
Then he definitely doesn't need to see the movie we saw on Saturday because Gina did that one too.
Yeah.
Who?
Just saw a movie the other day that Gina
Gershon.
Blythewood.
Like
Gina
Blythewood.
Blythewood did.
Yeah.
Gina Blythewood's first movie was Love and Basketball.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
It was.
I don't
Yeah.
have no problem with the actors. I just have the problem with the script, the story.
So Grizz,
because that's
What's
what
that?
That's what Gina Blythewood does.
so we have been all over the spectrum, and somehow we ended up on cinema. But I
Okay.
know you saw. We were talking earlier. I don't know if you had a chance to look at any of it, but you know some of the subjects that went up as far as how men relate and share, and also their mental health and all was
Yeah.
brought up. It was so much, and I know you
Okay.
said you had something that you wanted to add. So, what is something that from that we're men and that's why category that you wanted to that you want to share with us?
You missed our intro too, by the way.
Man, I missed
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I missed everything. First of all, I'm just getting in the house.
Okay. Well, we'll do this for you because
No. Show him.
Let's do the intro.
All right, fuck it.
I'll show you the intro.
All right.
See if you like.
I love it.
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
All I gotta say.
The
I
announcements, the music, everything.
loved every second of it. Every second of it.
Thank you. Rich did the production on that. We all filmed each other, but he put it together real great.
And
I think that
begrudgingly
because he fit what he did fit everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it perfect. It literally fit
Mhm.
everybody's personality perfectly.
At least he
So
didn't bring his knees in there because it was there
Yeah,
was
man.
We made him cut it out.
I had a part in it where I was
We
just
tried.
butt,
Cut it out.
I had a part when I was just butt ass naked, and I was like, you know what?
I'd have had to hit the crows on that one, bro.
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
butt
You
ass
can do the
naked.
shit out of that.
Like no knees crossed or anything, just like
Only thing you would have got on that one was
Oh my God! You know what? We forgot. Christopher, CLP cameraman Kane, actually helped film it too. He's one of the photographers that works here, and we couldn't film ourselves when all three of us were in the shot. So Chris,
yeah,
jumped
right.
in. Yeah.
That's
So
what's
we
up,
like to shout out him too. So yeah.
Yeah.
But we just been trying to upscale the show a little bit, doing what
Yeah.
we can. But
show my knees as best we can.
showing his knees as less we can.
Let me go get my shea butter.
I ain't scared of no shea butter.
Yeah, verbal threat, black. This is verse. We got Raw, Jay on the beat. We got Smoke. This goes to all y'all hating ass niggas who ain't fucking with us. Check it, yo. Big Bunky Jr. doing West Side, or what is it called? West Side Park Heights Strut. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had the ability to work with him, and I just had to throw in that grown man click on top of it.
They actually got an official song too.
Yeah.
Oh, does
it's an official song?
5 in the morning. That one. Or they did another one.
They did
a Park Heights Strut song. Okay. But no, I just had to, and it took a while to time that out too, because they were not recording. He was doing it to the 5 in the morning song, so
right.
And I was like, that'll work with the grown man click song.
So I figured out what the hell was going on with the feedback and all of that other stuff.
What was that?
I wish y'all was sitting in here with me because all of y'all would have thought that I lost my damn mind. Because I'm sitting here and I'm shutting down my computer. I'm cutting down all of the stuff in the background and shit. And I can still hear y'all talking. And I'm like,
phone.
the hell am I still here? It was my damn board was connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone. I'm sitting here, what the hell is going on, man? I'm like, okay, look, I'm about to break everything in here because I don't play no damn ghost.
Yeah.
I'll break all this shit before I let anything come in. I'm about to sage and everything. But no, what you were saying something about what did I have? Do I have like a pet peeve or something I need to get off my chest or?
Well, no, we were really talking about things that guys are about that women process differently or incorrectly. Like when you say, and you honestly are thinking about nothing when they ask you what you're thinking about, and they don't want to accept the fact that you really weren't thinking about nothing, or just blind following someone is what Rich brought up, where you just follow your girls into a bad situation without processing, and or even guys do it. If like say, if my buddy in there getting ready to go to blows, I'm going to blows with him, and then you find out your buddy was wrong. So what is something the answer would be, we're men. That's why that you can think about.
Oh, that's real easy. That's real easy. This will actually help out a whole lot of women. So, ladies, if you're listening, please take a couple of notes on this one. I need you to really listen carefully. Men and women are wired differently. Men have no wires. We have boxes. This is one of the reasons why when you decide that you want to try to talk to us during the football game, we don't understand what the hell you're saying, or we look at you like you got 3 heads because your box is on the shelf. The football box is in our lap right now. So now we got to stop, put the football box up, put your box down here so we can actually hear you. And then they'll be like, well, you didn't hear me. No, I didn't hear you because your box was up. But see, they're not going to understand. And see, women, they have the same boxes, but all of their boxes are interconnected. This is one of the reasons why they can hear you, hear their girlfriend, take care of the baby, pet the dog, and feed the squirrels. This is one of the reasons why they have this ability to get all of this stuff done because all of their boxes are wired. Our boxes are on shelves. This is one of the reasons why we don't do all of that multitasking, because everything has to. We do things in order, and y'all find an order within the wiring. Within the wiring, that's one of the things that's amazing about women, because y'all will find some kind of order within the wiring. Men don't have those wires. We just got the boxes. So when we put down the box, each thing that we do has a box category. If we fixing the car, please don't try to ask me the meaning of life while I'm trying to fix the car. You're gonna kill me. I gotta put that car box up and take down the meaning of life box so I can talk to you about it. Once again, that's your box again. So now I got to talk to you box. So if I'm doing something, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I don't have your box down. Your box is on the shelf because I wasn't supposed to be using this box at the moment. So understand that, men, we listen. We hear what you're saying. We just have to. It takes us a second because we got to take your box off the shelf because we're probably doing something. And when we say there's nothing on our mind, all the boxes are up on the shelf. We don't want to think about nothing right now. We are constantly thinking about something. We constantly have one of our boxes in our lap. Right. Constant. So on those moments where we're just sitting back and looking into outer space, it's because that was the only moment in time that we had to put all of our boxes on the shelf and just not think about anything. And then here you come asking me what I'm thinking about, and I say nothing. And you say, you got to be thinking about something. So now I got to take my box down and explain to you why I'm thinking about nothing. And then and try to understand how we're going to do that. How can I explain to you that I'm not actually thinking about anything? Because I shouldn't have to explain about something that ain't happening.
I personally like to put my woman box on the shelf.
But you not.
You know what, Rich?
I couldn't hear my Rich box was on the shelf.
That believe it or not, that even has a box. But see, what happens is that box jumps off the shelf and proceed and predecesses anything else. So it takes over. So supersedes. There you go. Supersedes anything else. So even if you in the middle of watching the game, that box will pop itself off the damn shelf, and the game box will just get up on it because it already know what's up. It already know what's going down. The hell with the Raiders, the hell with the Ravens right now. She's naked and she's walking in the room and she's looking back at me. Well, you naked, walking in the room and do that little turn around and look back. Oh, we ain't got look. I don't give a damn who scores a touchdown. I don't give a damn who put a field goal. I'm trying to score my own goddamn touchdown. Please, I ain't got time for this shit. So that's the only box that has a mind of its own. All the other boxes we pull off the shelf.
I'm going to soccer. Go!
But yeah, please understand, ladies, we are not ignoring you. We are not paying any attention to you. Your box is on the shelf because at that moment we're trying to take care of. So like okay, if JB's trying to produce like the video earlier, you're trying to sit down and lay down everything. You got that one box and you're trying to focus on getting everything perfect. And then out of the blue, Sheila comes to start talking to you. So at that moment, you're going to turn and look at her because you did hear her, but you didn't hear her because you're already engaged. So then you have to now put that box away so that you can actually,
you moving? She moving with the card. She right behind the card.
I see it.
I'm moving the card over and she's going over with the card. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Yeah, but we hear y'all, man. We hear you. We just can't answer you until your box comes off the shelf. Hello, Sheila.
Grizzly, you missed the whole conversation about Anchorman and VHSs and shit.
Anchorman and VHS. What the hell happened while I was gone?
A lot. God. You gotta watch this episode back. It's pretty funny. Okay, one movie that you can watch over and over again and can watch it from any point and not turn it off.
And it can't be Candy as 15.
Candy as 15? What the hell is that?
That's probably some porn. Probably some.
No.
Hey, Grizzly, I got you. What is that?
Rich only watches Martin and porn.
Hey, look, hey, Rich. Look, you got to remember, I still watch Deep Inside Vanessa too. So you know, like I'll go back in the day and still watch that. I still watch that, even though her ass is like 99 right now. But you know, but anyway,
73.
That shit probably come on like boom, boom,
yeah, the sound is horrible. But if you watching porn for the music, then you missed the point.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
totally.
But no, my favorite movie that I can watch at any point is The Thing.
Okay, you like
Yeah.
horror?
Which version? Which version of the thing?
Both.
The
I
original?
love both versions.
Oh, okay.
Both versions. Like I love the fact that the new one tells it predates. It tells the story of how it got to that point. So
Right.
yeah, I love it both. Like honestly, like if I watch them, I have to watch the new one first before I watch the older one with Kurt Russell. So yeah, The Thing, definitely.
Okay.
I missed one because you brought the thing up. Y'all remember The Fly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Brundlefly. Yeah.
Okay,
Wonderful.
best and comedy movie. Topless
Ooh.
comedy movie.
Blue Street. Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Blue Street. He's funny as
Okay,
hell.
cool. Yeah, in that he's actually funny in that.
He had them ODB teeth, man.
Yeah, Martin's funny
In the movies.
regardless.
In the
Yeah.
movies.
I'm not letting.
That show was
I'm not letting
trash.
J.I. I'm not. Listen, the show is trash.
That
Lord
show
have
was
mercy.
trash. Sorry, bro.
So you're not a big Martin fan, my brother? Not a fan of
Of
the
the
TV
show.
Jerry
Of the
stands.
show.
Jerry stands alone.
Yeah. And I don't care. You gotta be your own individual self.
Well, you
Believe it or
right.
not, though, I'm be honest with you. I liked Martin. I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it.
What
It's
sitcom
not
did you
one of
love?
a sitcom that I loved. Oh, Jamie Foxx show.
There you go.
I don't
We
understand
all agree on that.
this. This does
They're
time
not
out.
the same
Time
person.
Out. Time out. This does not make any logical sense to me. I love Jamie Foxx show. I love the Martin series. However, they are two in the same.
They're not.
They are literally two in the same.
No.
Their comedy
Y'all
styles is different, bro. Their comedy styles is completely different.
Yes.
But don't get me. I didn't
Jamie
say I
Foxx
don't like Martin. I did like Martin, but I didn't love Martin. I liked it though, but it's not something that I would. It's not. If I had a choice between the Jamie Foxx show and Martin, I'm gonna watch the Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Jamie Foxx show. Number one, because look, I ain't never gonna get past that episode with Mark Curry on there playing the sergeant.
Time out.
That
Oh,
was
that was a good one.
Time out. Dre, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you a question. Out of skirt. Name a line from the Jamie Foxx show.
Name a line from
What?
the Jamie Foxx show. Oh, I'm sorry, I
out
didn't
of-
memorize none of that.
Out of
You
skirt.
want one?
Name
Oh, okay.
a line from the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, do I have to do one of Braxton's things? Yeah, I can name a line from the Jamie Foxx show. I definitely. I can
Are we
definitely
gonna
name a
consider-
line from Jamie
Are we
Foxx.
gonna consider that a lie?
I would. Hey, you know what? Believe it or not, though, I can name plenty of lines from Martin because Martin, I would say Martin was better marketed. He was more marketed than the Jamie Foxx show. So of course you would know him better.
Martin had a better ensemble cast than Jamie Foxx show too.
He did. He did. And for me,
Name. I'm about to be male chauvinistic right now. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You about
Please
to
forgive
say,
me, Marcy.
No, you
Please
about to
forgive me,
say
Marcy.
except for Garcelle.
No, she's beautiful.
What
Yeah,
else?
Who
in the Jamie Foxx show?
on the Jamie Foxx show look better than BDB?
who on the Garcelle movie?
I'm about to smack you with what?
All right.
Did
this
he
is
just
the,
say who
grown
look
man
better than
clip.
BDB?
And DDB, yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly,
Garcelle
it was really to me, the both of them like they are equally beautiful. So it's not that either one of them looked better than the other one. They were both equally
Someone had
beautiful.
a feature behind them.
But guess what?
Someone had a feature behind them. You're not going to tell me.
And this is why.
Teacher, that lady. That
See,
lady who
Rich, and
played
this is
Mark
why
Teacher.
your box.
Fancy was
This is why your
moderate.
box is always off the damn shelf.
Hey,
Mhm.
listen. Fancy was moderate,
lady-
right?
Yeah.
She was centerfoldish. DDB was the motherfucker like, okay. You know what?
You know what though? This goes.
We taking you home to mama.
No,
See,
goes
this
back to what he was
explains
saying
so much,
earlier,
my
though.
brother. This explains so
Yeah,
much. Honestly, like this right here
Actually,
would be a
Actually, it confirms a few things too. Yeah.
Confirmed shit that I've been telling y'all for since I met y'all. I ain't.
Why
no
you
thing.
always staying in trouble?
Yeah.
Hey, shit.
Is it why
I
you
told-
ass is always in trouble?
Listen. Hey, Grizzly. I told him my favorite movie was Grease, right? I done said this shit 100
Oh, I love
times,
Grease.
right?
Love it.
I said RZA was my chick. RZA was my chick. I told her, I was like,
Rizzo.
that's why RZA. I was like, yo, that's why they was like, hey, you like hood chicks?
No. Hold on, Chris.
Yeah, you
It's worse than
definitely-
that. Before he
alright.
actually said anything, I told him his chick was Rizzo.
By the way,
And I ain't even watched Grease. I know that.
By the way, fun movie
we
fact.
watching Grease?
Did you know that Garcelle Beauvais was
I
also
will
one of the
smack you
Royal
with this
Penises
iPad.
Clean girls?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Garcelle
did.
Beauvais was actually in Coming to
Coming to
America.
America.
She was
Oh yeah.
she was one of
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
Royal
yeah.
Penises Clean sires.
Oh yeah. No,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Fun fact: Gina and Pam also was in
School Days.
not School Days, the shit with the flowers.
House party.
House Party.
Not
Party.
House Party. That was AJ.
You talk about Gina.
That was AJ and Gina.
No, you talk about Gina.
Shit.
I don't remember Pam and
House of Horrors. House of Horrors.
Oh, I don't
House
watch
of
horror
Horrors.
movies, so I wouldn't
That's
know.
not a horror.
What is it?
It's a comedy.
About a
House of
horror
Horrors,
movie?
Little Shop of Horrors, or was it
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of
That-
Horrors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They were singing in there. They were the ones that were singing.
They was something. You
Don't
know
Right,
why?
say
right,
it bad.
Because they was
Anything.
neighbors.
Anything.
It was neighbors. Sure.
Oh my god.
No, they were actually roommates.
Yeah, they were. I think they lived together, didn't
It was neighbors before.
They literally lived together.
they? Yeah.
I want some.
But no, man. Like honestly, like for me, like anything up my alley. Like if you want to ask what my absolute favorite TV show was, I would have to say Supernatural. Supernatural was my. Yes, sir. It was
All right,
that thing was on for 15 years for a reason. Number 2 would be The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I got
Fun
one.
fact.
I got one.
One of my good friends played on The Walking Dead.
Bob.
Yep. Dr. Bob.
Yep. Yeah.
That's crazy. One of my friends that used to be my friend, but they really not my friend no more. But they actually became The Walking Dead.
Oh damn.
They on them drugs.
Yep,
They on that
and they
shit.
right there. They right there. I you know what? Let me shut up.
Yeah.
What was you about to say, Marcy?
Lady
Okay,
Shaw said
what
my
was your
favorite show was
favorite-
Ugly Betty.
Oh, I loved Ugly Betty. I did. Go ahead, Marcy. I'm sorry.
It's all right. What was your favorite cartoon coming up?
Oh shit. Transformers.
Transformers?
Yes. Transformers. Like I was a Transformer nerd. Like
Johnny
an absolute
Quest.
Transformer
Johnny
nerd.
Quest. That was mine. Johnny Quest.
I love
stuff
Johnny Quest.
The Speed Racer.
Oh yeah,
With
yeah. Oh yeah.
Haji. Speed
Yeah.
Racer
Yeah.
was number 2 to Johnny Quest. Because they actually
Yeah, oh,
shot
man.
people on Johnny Quest.
And let's not forget He-Man. Come on now.
He-Man and She-Ra.
He-Man, the Thundercats, She-Ra, damn Silverhawks. Anybody remember the Silverhawks? Does anybody remember Marshall Bravestar?
I don't
No.
know Marshall Brace.
You don't remember Marshall? Man, look. You gotta look that one up. Believe it or not, the reason that you don't remember is because it was the only hero on television that was a mixed hero that was Native American and black.
Oh wow.
And it didn't really last the entire season.
Mm.
Yeah. So trust me, if you ever look it up, the most memorable thing about it, of course, the marshal was pretty good, but his damn horse. His horse used to get up and shoot a gun.
Oh my gosh.
It was cool as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What was there
I
was a
thought y'all was
Native
gonna say,
American
like,
there was a
Elf or
Native American superhero on superheroes with
Oh,
Superman, Batman,
yeah, that was
Apache Chief.
Apache Chief, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apache Chief, yeah. Yeah, Apache Chief, but they couldn't rename him that when they redid the Justice League. I forgot what they called him on there because calling him an Apache that was disrespectful. So because they don't know what that man's nationality was as far as tribal nationality. So
I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
well, yeah, of course. That was your era, bro. I bet you was also you watched Pokemon, didn't you?
No, Dragon Ball Z is where I actually stopped. It's like I couldn't get into anime that much. It was Dragon Ball Z.
I always watched bad anime though. I always watched the ones that children shouldn't be watching. Like Fist of the North Star. That was my shit. Fist of the North Star was my shit. I'll say if you don't have the stomach for it, never watch Wicked City. Don't ever watch it if you don't have the stomach for it, because it's a good one, but it's horrible, and it lets me know that a lot of Asian directors need therapy. A lot of them, like if
after I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z, I tried to get into Sailor Moon. Then I saw a website, and then it was all
Dragon
over
Ball.
me.
Yeah.
Assy McGee.
It was all over me.
What the hell is Assy McGee?
Assy McGee.
That was a cartoon. Where you watch that cartoon at?
The porn channel.
Shy. What's going on? What we need to know.
Hey,
well, okay. As
an
adult, what are your favorite adult cartoons?
Oh, the Boondocks.
The Boondocks.
Yeah.
Boondocks.
No, absolutely.
I want to know more about Assy McGee though. So.
I would have to say the Family Guy for me.
The Family Guy.
Oh my God, man. The Family Guy, that shit, especially Stewie, the little boy on there, it's over for me with that one. When he beat the hell out of the dog because the dog owed him money, like, yeah, that was it.
I could never watch The Simpsons. A lot of people love The Simpsons, but I could never watch that show.
I used to watch them religiously, and I would always watch their Halloween special whenever they came out with the Halloween one, but I just fell off of it. It's like
Adult Swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last cartoon I watched. I think it was with Sheila. She was watching something, and I fell asleep while she was watching it.
Have you ever watched The Boondocks?
Yeah, it was okay, but I mean, I thought it was funny and poignant, and it was well written, but it wasn't enough for me to follow it regularly. Like I would like binge it.
I read the Boondocks before it came on.
Yeah,
I
watched.
It was a newspaper clip. Newspaper clip first.
I got a question.
I got a guilty
What's your
pleasure.
favorite episode of Boondocks?
Who, mine?
Marcy.
Ew, nigga, you gay.
Do anybody remember on Boondocks they had an episode called The Adventures of the Booty Warrior?
Yes.
No. Yes. No.
I called you handsome.
Listen, he said, I know your name. It's Chris Handsome, but I call you Chris Handsome. I like you. And I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Like, y'all see how y'all remember lines? Y'all remember lines like crazy.
Oh my God! He was like, we won't be doing anything. Like, I see you choosing love.
You don't need to
tell
us,
Scott. When I watched this shit as a kid, I sat there and watched this shit. I was like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Hold up." A true story. I called my next door neighbor and I said, Nigga, turn on the Boondocks right now. He said, what? I said, hey yo, I'm gonna say no gay shit aside because it was before Pause and No Homo came out.
Yeah.
Gay shit aside, you gotta watch this shit. I'm in Lord have mercy.
What was the name of the rapper?
Who?
Oh,
Oh,
rapper
the
that
one who was
Thuggalicious.
what was his name?
Charlie Murphy played his
Thuggalicious.
Charlie Murphy.
No, that was Most Def. Most Def played Thuggalicious.
Okay.
Charlie Murphy and Samuel Jackson played white guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cat Williams played the pimp called Slipback.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Rich, I got one for you. So pimp gone Slickback. What you do for the homies? It's always homies before hoes, right? Well, I thought you knew the show. You're supposed to be like, I don't do shit for the homies. I'm telling you right now, I don't do shit for the homies. I'll put a turkey sandwich before a hoe with a nice bit of mayo on it, but I don't do shit for the homies. Sound like some gay shit to me.
Fuck that. When Pops fought the blind nigga.
What?
Oh yeah.
I remember Pops bought a bride or a line or something.
Oh yeah. Man, that show was crazy as hell, man.
Yeah, but it was funny. I just it's weird, but I got older and I just couldn't like cartoons, just like the Avatar movie. I wasn't paying to see that in a movie theater. I watch it when it comes to. I just can't do cartoony type movie.
So here's the thing about Boondocks, right? I'm pretty sure Grizzly and everybody knows. They would take real shit
and put it on the Boondocks
and make it funny.
Yeah,
The Adventures of Booty Ward.
And they did the Kardashians.
That nigga was real.
Oh no, they did R. Kelly.
That guy was real.
Yeah.
You remember when they did the little fat boy who took his grandmama car? That motherfucker was real. Yo, they would play. They would make fun of Tyler Perry.
They make
like all this shit.
Everything that they do on the other satires, they did it with black satirism.
Oh
that's
my
all.
Gosh,
it was black satire.
Boondocks was needed.
Yeah,
Boondocks was needed.
Yeah,
when I have my child, I'm gonna sit him down and I'm gonna sit him or her down, and I'm gonna be like, hey,
watch this.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. By the time that happens, that it's gonna be worse shit on TV. So that's gonna literally be rated G for everyone.
It's not about
they're gonna be my kid. They're gonna be my kids, so they already corrupted. Anyway.
All right, I have one question. I got a question for you. I got a question for y'all. What is the cartoon that you used to watch that you don't want nobody to know that you watched?
Oh damn.
Oh, I got one.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, that's
no, but that was more for the girls because they actually had dolls and all of that. But they had the coolest songs and stuff.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah! What you say, Mark? You watch Casper?
Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yeah, that was so.
Oh man, okay, that wasn't nothing wrong with Casper.
It was
Casper
lame.
was cool.
I like
it was lame as hell, but it was Casper. Everybody, we knew Casper was lame. That's why we liked Casper because he was lame. His brother was assholes.
Spike the Red Devil, Ghost,
or Simba the White Lion.
Oh yeah.
All right, why Casper was lame?
Because
it was the most normal
funny. It was just
out of all of them. You got Fat Soul, Stink Soul. What was the other nigga? like he was the normalest motherfucker out of all of them. Right? Why was he lame?
Because I'm trying to figure out. Because everybody else was watching horror movies and he was a friendly ghost.
Yeah, so they're
motherfuckers don't need to be
friendly ghost. The friendly listen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mine was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Why? Oh, I'm curious. I'm so curious.
Why was that? A guilty? Because I'm an adult and I wasn't supposed to be sitting in the damn room by myself watching this shit.
Okay. So I'm on your same wavelength, right?
Yeah.
It was fitness and verb. It was fitness and verb for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was already doing that's
What?
my shit.
Phineas and
Ain't no
Ferb.
way I know that.
I watched it
said
too.
back, yeah, I said back 780 days. So like nigga, like what the fuck? Like time out.
Y'all
Yo,
watch some crazy shit.
It's a Disney cartoon that was literally for little
100%.
kids.
The shit is
At least-
hilarious though.
It was hilarious though. It was funny as shit. The little girl was always well, I got another one since I'm going to be embarrassing the shit out of myself. Dexter's Laboratory. I watch that shit all the time.
I see. I grew up with Dexter though. I grew up with Dexter.
You grew up with it. I was already grown up watching it. So
Yeah, that's your problem. I ain't got no problem.
All right,
That's it.
big shout out to Day TV, Diva's artistic expression. I see
What's
y'all
happening?
love it. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
hey,
Welcome
what's
to
going
Grown
on?
Man Click Podcast. In case you
Welcome.
didn't know, I'm J.I. To my right is,
Got to.
to my left is,
Richie Rich in the
And-
building.
we are the Grown Man Click, along with our distinguished every week guest Marcy, and our other distinguished every week guest, the dearest Teddy Grizz from Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. Yeah, love it.
Shout
My
out to
cartoon I'm embarrassed about,
You get to cry,
Flapjack.
that's me. I know.
Shout out to Day TV though. That's
Yeah,
the homie
big
and
shout
shit.
out.
Flapjack.
Oh.
You watch Flapjack? Shut.
Who the fuck is talk about who the fuck is Flapjack?
I never even heard of Snapchat.
You got to pull it up. You got to pull it up.
I'm pulling it up right now.
It was.
Oh, my
It
God.
honestly. I'm never gonna let her live that one down. I'm gonna get her on that one. I'm gonna get her on that one. Flapjack.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, Grizzly. You missed it.
What?
She said, "Don't let." Oh yeah, she will pop up on this bitch.
No,
I know.
don't do it.
I know.
She
Hey, look, she
already
gonna be
popped
over here on
up
Wednesday.
one.
I got it.
popped up on Marcy a little while ago.
Yeah,
She
Flapjack.
did. She did a talk by.
She pulled
Oh,
up
yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
Pull
she
up
pulled
on
up on
me.
the street. She was like,
That
"I'm
reminds
coming
me of
in."
SpongeBob SquarePants. I didn't like that cartoon either.
Oh, no. Lady Shaw, I watched Flapjack too. I seen this shit. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Yeah, it was this shit.
I like. I don't know why.
This-
It's gotta be
this is me-
interesting. A cartoon
is
has to
me-
be really interesting for me to watch it.
This was after me.
Okay, hey JB, did you ever watch what was it? What was it? I'm trying to think of
Sailor
it now. No, not Sailor Moon. God, no, not that. What
No.
was it?
That whole show was
when the
about
cats
this.
was getting into the airplanes and all that stuff. Like it was anime. They used to get into the airplanes and they was fighting aliens and stuff and planes are turning. The planes would transform and all that type of stuff.
Ultraman, not
Not
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
What?
Shit,
Transformers.
I
Beast
cannot
Wars.
think of it. Wait a minute, hold on. I got to pull it up. I got my phone. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. Y'all keep on rapping.
Oh, what is the name of this shit?
Hentai.
I don't watch that shit.
That's Japanese porn cartoons.
Oh, damn shit. What's it?
Those
You're
are
not gonna
fun,
tell me They have porn cartoons.
huh?
You're
What?
not going to tell me they have porn cartoons.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's a big business in Japan.
Whole freaking series. Yeah.
They have series, and
Hold on.
all of them are
Hold on.
stupid graphic.
Time out.
Like,
Time out.
I will
Oh.
choke you with my.
You know one I was not ashamed.
Don't choke me with.
You know the one that I was not ashamed to say I watched.
What?
Y'all probably don't remember this shit right here. This shit was called Drawn Together.
What? Drawing together.
Drawn Together.
DRAWN.
Yeah. Y'all remember that, right?
No.
It was on Cartoon. I'm not Cartoon Network. It was on Comedy Central, and all the old like the old cartoons and shit, like Betty Boop. It had like a version of Pikachu on there, Link from the shit,
Yeah.
and they was in like this reality house,
Oh
and it was
god.
on Comedy Central.
They
was
made
called
they
Drawn.
made a cartoon
Yes, it was called.
reality show.
It was called Drawn Together, and they had their own confessionals and shit. Like,
Oh, you know what? There was a cartoon that I got into not recently, Archer. I loved Archer.
Oh shoot, I forgot all about Archer, man.
Archer
I
wasn't a
did forget
cartoon.
about
Archer was not a cartoon. That was like real people to me.
And
I
Right.
saw that.
That's the only cartoon I've watched.
Like
I watched
Archer
the
got
whole,
his ass kicked.
I watched
he
the
got
whole series.
drunk. You know, it was real shit. Nobody was superhero. You know, it was like a regular show that was drawn, and it was pretty cool.
I watched the whole series.
if you,
I found it, JB. I found it.
Archer
Did
and
anybody watch
went to school,
Robotech?
you got your ass fucking handed to you because the messaging and Archer was always fucking bad. It was like,
Oh yeah, no,
it was
absolutely.
always, oh, do the right thing, right things will come to you. No, shut your stupid ass up. Archer was fucking horrible. That's why they
found
make it. That's why they made it on the CW the way
Yeah.
they made it. They made it more realistic for people to understand. That
Yeah.
shit is fucking bullshit. Archer done
I
fucked the
found
cheerleader,
it, bro.
the golf
Oh,
chick.
yeah.
like, and nothing good. I mean, nothing bad happened to this nigga. Get the fuck
Oh
out of here.
no.
Archer was horrible.
It was a cartoon, and
Remember-
I liked it.
Remember
Well-
all the aliens.
Y'all remember Robotech?
Robotech. It sounds familiar.
Robotech. That was another one that I got into. That was one of my first animes that was on television.
Well,
So that was
you
one
know,
of like
yeah, my cartoon era was like the Super Friends. No,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because I didn't watch that much. Like
What? Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman, the Buggy. What was the name of it? Something Buggy.
Speed Buggy. Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy.
Yeah, Speed Buggy, Bugs Bunny.
Space Ghost.
Yeah.
Space Ghost and
Space Ghost, yeah.
Frankenstein Jr.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, all
They,
of the Bugs Bunny cartoons. But the ones that weren't edited to make it look like nobody got hurt. The ones where people really got squished and hit and stuff like that, because people really get squished and hit in real life.
Exactly.
We've got to protect these kids from these. No, that stuff really happens. Stop it.
Exactly.
You can make
Underdog.
Hey, Rich.
The Underdog, yeah.
Oh yeah, Underdog, Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
So you
remember
remember
he-
gonna
he-
sit here and act like time out.
What?
So this is the young nigga talking right now. Y'all gonna sit here and act like y'all ain't grow up off of Looney Tunes and shit.
Yeah, we did.
We
We just
did.
said Bugs Bunny and all of that.
It said Bugs Bunny in there. Yeah, it said Bugs Bunny in there.
Yeah, but you had the fake Looney Tunes. We had the real Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you had the
Yeah, we saw
you had
the
the,
coyote
watered
get
down
blown up
Looney
and
Tunes.
shit.
Congratulations.
We had
Yep.
Oh,
We
Rich,
saw the
I think-
coyote get hit by the truck.
Y'all,
Exactly.
y'all
They
had-
don't.
Hey, Rich,
Y'all had this shit
I
when
wanna
they
show you
got
something.
where the Acme thing fall on them and squish them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, Rich, I'm gonna show you something that you ain't never gonna be able to get your hands on, bro.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, bro. You can't get your hands on it, bro. You ain't gonna be able to get your hands on it. Yes. This is called Toy Boy.
First of
You ain't ready for this one, bro.
all,
You ain't ready for it, bro.
The bottle made you think of a shot, didn't it? The bottle sort of made you think of shot at dark chocolate, half
It
naked.
said if she was half naked,
If
I
she
would pop
wasn't
up.
half naked, she
Oh.
would pop up.
Who
Well,
was?
show
Who
the
was,
half of you that's not naked. It's that simple. Why? Because we're men. That's why.
There you go. Cover it up.
I want to see them.
That's what I'm saying. I said put on the show to cover the part that's covered.
Rich,
Duh.
I need you to look. Here's the thing, bro. Women don't get ugly because you get in a relationship. They're just not available. That's it.
Right.
But
You get to look at
act
them,
like
you just can't touch them.
you act like they don't know we still look at naked women sometimes. It happens. We don't go searching for this shit, but sometimes it just pop. Oh, that's a naked ass right there. Okay.
So y'all really
Come on, this the grown man click. We ain't say we was telling every goddamn thing. Goddamn,
What you scared of? What you scared of? What you scared? Hey, look, mine is right here.
You know, you're right.
mine right back. Well,
keep listening.
I don't know where mine
I ain't
is.
scared of
What
nothing.
you scared of? What you scared of?
What you scared of?
Father.
Why you scared? Say you scared. Say you scared.
Where you scared? You scared? Say you're scared.
Man, y'all know me. I ain't scared of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Except
scared
your lady.
of shit.
Yeah,
That
your
shit,
lady.
bro, you chew like
you
a
look-
I ain't scared of shit.
Ah!
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop. That's a sign of the police.
I keep telling them, Grizz, watch out for me. You never know when I'm gonna pop up.
you can always come on. You can always come on and leave your camera off. Duh.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't take the camera off. Take the camera off. You can
See,
just
if
put
you
the
really
camera
want to
down
talk
flat.
to us, or you can aim it at the ceiling.
That's all right,
Yep.
Shaw.
But we're almost done because we are at
Yeah.
a new record. We are at 3 hours. We usually don't go this long.
I'm
We
sorry,
just-
y'all.
Yes.
Is that my fault, man? Because I came in all late.
That's
My
all right,
bad,
Shaw.
It
man.
is your fault.
It's
It's
all
your
right.
fault.
You still in birthday behavior. We understand. You still
Yeah,
getting your
yeah.
birthday behavior out.
And
So
not to mention, I'm
Oh,
gonna be off the rest of the week too.
Or you
So
could just text it to me.
you gonna be off as in not on the podcast streets or off of work?
oh no, I'm off of work. I'm off work.
Oh, cool.
Wasn't able to
So
get off
congrats.
last week, so I'm gonna be off for the rest of this week. Y'all
Okay.
about to see a whole bunch of videos flooding these streets this week. Cause I got a lot of clips that I'm gonna be doing. I got a lot of colognes I got to be talking about. I got a couple of videos that's getting ready to get put out tomorrow. Cause I was supposed to put them out
That's
this
what's
weekend,
up.
but had to get myself back together, you know. But I'm back, and it's about to be ignorant out here. About to get real ignorant with the releases of the videos.
There we go. You got to. We doing stuff a little different over here. We're gonna make sure that everybody knows the subjects before the show now. Like we're scripted out for a month now. So
Right.
we
That's what's up.
we coming in hard. We coming in hard.
And we wasn't supposed to go this long, but it felt so good.
Yeah, that's what she said. So anyway, I would just like to thank everybody from the guests, from our guest hosts, from the peanut gallery that disappeared real quick. I don't know, but it's just been a great night for the new branding of the Grown Man Clique podcast. I want to thank Rich for the excellent work he did on the new intro. I want to thank Scott for the work that he did here in the studio and being a part of the video shoot and making it happen, because you know how he is. He's quiet until he has something to say, and putting him in front of the camera, he's like, I'm supposed to be behind it. I'm a cameraman.
Can I say this? Can I say
Yeah.
this? Scott got the best part.
Yeah, Scott shit was funny.
Scott
Like
got the
if you
best
actually
part
could
in the
hear
world.
what he was saying, it was dumb funny. So maybe we'll do an outtakes because we got all the outtakes.
Shout out the
Oh, the outtakes
cameraman
would be funny.
because he actually did that.
Yeah, cameraman CLP, we
hilarious.
definitely like that. And but any top part that's hanging and dangling is pretty good with the Grown Man Clique. We don't mind it, Shy. You just might get banned off of the internets. So you just be careful. Well, we like to thank you once again for joining the Grown Man Clique podcast. I'm J.I. Jerry, and this is
Your boy Richie Rich in the building.
and a wonderful shout out to Marcy and to Grizz. Where can we find you, Grizz, on Wednesdays?
So y'all can find me on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Twitter every Wednesday, 8:15. We got one coming up this week, and y'all might want to be prepared because Miss Marcy is about to tell you ladies what to spray. So be prepared.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for a great show. This is the Grown Man Clique. We thank you. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Peace.